Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Billy Joe, how about a hand here? Bobby Joe, can you help me? Betty Joe, how about you? Uncle Joe? Now I'm being ridiculous. Thank heavens there's somebody in this family that wants to help. Nice little poochie. Well, the first thing you're going to have to learn is that you can't talk and work at the same time. Anyway, I'm going to have a little word with the troops as to who is carrying whose load around here. Uncle Joe, could I have a word with you? Uncle Joe, could I have a word with you? Work.
Gee, golly, I was having this beautiful dream, and all of a sudden it turned into a nightmare. Too bad, too. I'm right on the verge of inventing a wonderful work-saving device.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. I have invented a wonderful work-saving device. It's called, Uncle Joe, get busy or else.
What are you talking about?
Those drapes I asked you to hang in the lobby.
Say, that's right. You asked me to do that a week ago, didn't you?
No, a month ago.
You got the right idea. Just keep at me until I do it.
Hey, that was close.
Oh, darn aerial hot rodder.
Kid.
Stand aside, give him air.
What for?
I don't know, they always say that.
Look, he's fainted.
I know.
Now step aside. Don't panic. This is a job for a man. Let me have a look at it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, give me that.
Oh, I forgot. I emptied it from a fishing tackle.
Figures. You better go get Doc Stewart. Girls, help me get him out of here and up to the hotel.
What do you think you're going to do with that? You know, it's only root beer. You're too young to carry the hard stuff.
A nice-looking fella, isn't he?
I think he's beautiful.
Men aren't beautiful. Men are handsome.
Well, you know what I mean. Do you think we'll get to keep him?
What do you think he is, a prize? Finders, keepers, losers, weepers?
I mean, to nurse back to health. I'm just dying to do something worthwhile.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, the first worthwhile thing you can do is change your clothes. Do you want him to come too, seeing you like that? Never mind answering. I'll put it in the form of an order. Go get dressed.
Had a lucky break. Doc was just down the track at Ben Miller's.
Hello, girls. Hello, Kate. Well, let's have a look at this young fella. No.
What are you doing?
What do you want me to do? Examine him from across the room?
Well, come on, everybody, out. Let's go. Come on, out. You coming, Uncle Joe?
I'll stay here in case the doc needs me for consultation. Hey, Doc, when he groaned like that, what does that mean?
Something hurt him.
What?
I don't know. Could be anything from a broken toe to a bump on his head.
We got our work cut out for us, didn't we, Doc?
Any word yet, Mom? Is Doc still with him?
Aren't you too pretty dressed up for chores? Ready, Joe? You put this on and peel the potatoes. And, Bobby Joe, would you mind setting the table? What's the matter?
How can you think of food at a time like this? With poor Steve lying up there and...
I run a hotel, remember? And how'd you know his name was Steve?
How did we know his name was Steve?
Said so in his wallet, blabbermouth. Gosh, Mom, we had to identify him. You know, to see if there was the next of kin.
Oh, sure, like a wife, for instance.
Oh, he's not married.
Well, I guess that. What else did you find out about him?
Oh, nothing much. Just that he's single, is 24 years old, has an honorable discharge from the Air Force, was born in Seattle, Washington, is 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighs 185 pounds, and has gorgeous brown eyes and a fine, strong chin.
That's what it said on his ID card? Gorgeous brown eyes?
Hi. Any word from the doctor? Well, what's the matter?
It all depends. What are you made up as?
You mean the dress?
That's what I mean.
Well, I was so worried about Steve, I just pulled out the first thing I came to.
Oh, well, why don't you put back the first thing you came to?
Oh, Mom.
Back. This is a hotel, not a bunny club.
Hey, Mom, Doc Stewart's coming down.
Doc, how is he?
Well, I'll tell you. This is a pretty unusual case.
I concur with that diagnosis.
Man crashes in a flimsy plane like that, you gotta expect all sorts of complications.
Yeah, you gotta expect those things.
Internal bleeding, multiple fractures, concussions.
We found all that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
No.
Then what did we spend all that time for? You were frowning and grunting like he's having a lot of trouble.
I was, but not from the patient. You know, all that boy has are a few bumps and bruises.
Isn't that wonderful?
You mean he doesn't have to be nursed back to health?
Tough luck, girls. Better luck next time.
Actually, it'd be a good idea if he stayed a few days. He has had a shock and, well, if it wouldn't put you out too much.
Oh, it wouldn't put us out at all.
We'll take care of him as long as you want.
I'll sit by his side all night if necessary.
And leave the day shift to us? Oh, no, you don't.
No, sir.
All right, girls, all right. We'll settle this later. Come on. Doc?
Hey, reckon you get the idea he'll be cared for, don't you?
Oh, I get the idea, all right. I just hope he doesn't suffer from overcure.
What are you doing up?
Hi. Where am I?
This is Shady Rest Hotel. I'm Kate Bradley. This is my place.
Oh, yeah. I'm beginning to remember. My plane. How is it?
Forget the plane. The doctor says you're going to need a few days' rest.
No offense, ma'am, but doctors are always saying you need a few days' rest.
But this time I think the doctor's right, so come on.
Lady, every dime I have is in my plane. Now, if I don't get it working... All right, who's got my pants?
They're in the closet where they're going to stay. And you're getting back in that bed if I've got to make you.
I bet you'd try, wouldn't you?
Not only try, I would do it. I didn't raise 3 young'uns for nothing, you know. From the time they... What's the matter?
You said 3 young'uns? Oh, lady, you're going to think I'm out of my skull, but I seem to remember 3 girls swimming in a water tower.
Those are my 3 daughters.
Yeah?
Can we come in?
These are my 3 daughters. Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe.
Hi.
Hi.
They were going to be your nurses.
Were?
Well, yes. Now, since you're up and about...
Lady, I've been thinking about what the doctor said, and he's right. I'm in no condition to move around. I'm sick, and I need help and care. This doctor knows best is what I always say. I wonder if I have a temperature.
What about your plane?
What plane?
What you doing, Joe? Hi, fella. Just trying to find out what happened here.
Well, the plane crashed.
I know that. I wondered why.
Well, we don't care. We're glad.
Huh?
Airplanes is the sworn enemies of the railroad.
Yeah.
We hate all airmen from Orville Wright on down.
Except Romeway Corrigan.
Yeah, he sort of give our side a boost.
I got it. Come back, fellas.
We didn't go.
This is big. So big it's frightening.
What do you mean?
You know what this plane was doing over Hooterville? Spying. That's what this contraption is, a spying machine.
Are you sure?
What else could it be? It's a spying device. You see, camera goes right in here. It shoots down there. And it comes right out here.
What's he spying on?
Our secrets.
What secret?
What secrets? Secrets that are all around us.
Well, I didn't know there was any secrets around here.
Well, if you knew about them, there wouldn't be secrets. We gotta get some military brass out here pronto. You wait here. I'll go warn Kate and the girls, then we'll hightail it into Sam Drucker's telephone.
Oh, Mom, I've just found my true calling.
Oh, don't tell me. Let me make a wild guess. You want to be a nurse?
It's so inspiring to take care of one's fellow man.
Yes, especially if the fellow's named Steve.
It's more than that. I have a knack for nursing. Do you know what I just did? Took Steve's temperature.
Florence Nightingale, move over.
I really did, Mom. I sterilized the thermometer, then I shook it down, then I placed it under his tongue, and I timed it ever so carefully before I took it out. Just like a professional.
What was it?
Huh?
What was his temperature?
I don't know. I couldn't find the mercury.
Thank heavens you're safe. Where's Betty Joe and Bobby Joe?
They're in the kitchen. What's this all about?
Steve. He's a Russian spy.
He's a what?
Steve?
He's a spy. A Russian spy. I wondered why he was flying so low, and that's it.
Uncle Joe, he was flying low because the girls were swimming in the water tower and waving at him. Any red-blooded young man would.
Uh-huh. Red-blooded. Now you're starting to agree with me, ain't you? You just gave me the clue I was looking for. The water tower. That's his target.
Our water tower is a military target?
You any idea how important that tower is to the cannonball? Knock out that tower and you've immobilized the whole valley.
Where are you going?
To conduct an interrogation.
What are you going to say to him? Pardon me, young man, are you a Russian spy?
That's Russian. Don't worry, I'm too wily for that. I'll trick him into admitting it. Like a dish of caviar? Hey, you got change for a ruble? Okay, they do. They train these spies to act unconscious in a case like this.
Uncle Joe, he is unconscious.
Huh?
Doc Stewart gave him a shot.
Well, in that case, I won't have to worry about you while I'm in town. You just stand over him with one of Betty Joe's baseball bats. If he starts to come to, whack him back into dreamland. We're a tour, men. That's an order.
From who?
From the United States of America, that's who. This is a matter of national security.
4 steam, Floyd. I'm shoving up to 11 miles an hour. Ow! Now I went and got a splinter.
I'll see that you get a Purple Heart. Where's the phone? You got a phone? Where's the phone?
Right where it's been for 15 years.
Sam, Joe's uncovered a Russian spy. Crash landed at the Shady Rest.
We think he's the Me Too pilot.
You too.
That's what I said, Me Too.
Sarah? Sam, clear the store. This is top secret.
You mean about the spy at the Shady Rest?
How'd you know? Oh, loose lips say shift. Sarah, it's about time you got on. Get me Washington. This is an emergency. What do you mean, who in Washington? Just get me Washington. That's what they always say. Sarah, don't you ever watch the movies? Well, all right if I have to let you in on it. This is a spy case. Get me the CIO. Hey, what do you know? CIO ain't a spy agency anymore. They've gone into the union business. Well, look, Sheriff, where's the nearest military base? Oh, yeah, Springfield. Well, put me through to them. Whoever's in charge of security.
A spy? Me? I'm just a plain old crop duster. Have been ever since I got out of the Air Force.
You were in the Air Force? What did you fly?
Everything from supersonic jets to low-level bombers.
Low-level bombing, isn't that dangerous?
Well, it has its compensations. You don't get many calls from life insurance salesmen.
But you're apt to get hit by enemy fire.
That's what happened. I did get hit.
What'd you do?
Do you really want to know? I cried. Well, it hurt, and I wanted my mommy.
Hey! Where is everybody?
Well, this is the man from Uncle. I got news for you.
I got news for you. I got through to the big brass.
Uncle Joe, you didn't do anything foolish.
Not unless that's what you call guarding your country in time of need.
I saw you coming up the path, Uncle Joe, and I just wanted to tell you...
Suffering catfish.
Oh, what's the matter?
Who's guarding the prisoner?
Uncle Joe, we have no prisoner.
He's a Russian spy, and he'd better be a prisoner, because the MPs are coming to get him.
What?
You heard me. I got through to headquarters in Springfield. And when they heard my story, do you know what they said? Yes, sir, we'll check it right out. Now that Russian has escaped.
He is here, and he is not a spy.
As a matter of fact, he's a hero for our side.
How do you know that?
He told us so.
And you believed him. Well, I ain't a spy. I'm a hero on your side. Too bad you females weren't around to interrogate Benedict Arnold. You could have made him president. That's what I call action. How'd you get here so fast? I came in on the cannonball.
Helicopter, are you Joseph Carson?
Yeah, I'm the one who spotted this Russian. Actually, it was a case of shrewd deduction, like I told you on the phone.
Where is he?
Oh, up in room number 4. Come on, I'll show you.
Sir, I'm Kate Bradley, and this is my hotel. And I think this is all a big mistake.
No, Major Corbett, and it's quite possible you're right, ma'am. But we make a practice never to let a report go unchecked.
Yeah, but this is a real wild goose chase.
Well, we go in a lot of those. We also catch us a fat one every now and then. Lead the way, Mr. Carson.
I don't think he's armed, but you never can tell. He might have a fountain pen full of poison gas.
And I know a big bat that's full of gas.
Later, I'll send you a report on how I spotted this here Russian spy. If that ain't Russian, I'll eat your hat.
Stop, Conrad.
Open up! This is the United States Army.
My country is a
Chuck Corbett. Steve, what are you doing here?
Well, it's kind of a crazy story. But, did you get a load of the 3 chicks downstairs?
Yeah, I believe I noticed them.
You believe you noticed them? Man, you stateside guys are spoiled.
Okay, we're spoiled, but what's with all this spy jazz?
Oh, just a harmless old guy with an imagination. Oh. And speaking of imagination, how would you like to do me a very large favor?
Like what? Mrs. Bradley, the United States government has a very big favor to ask of you.
Forget all this nonsense and never breathe a word of it to anybody, huh? No.
No, ma'am. The favor is we'd like you to keep that man up there under surveillance for as long as possible.
I knew it. See, he is a spy.
Well, for how long? Day, week, month?
Yeah, we got a pretty busy hotel here, General, and...
Major.
Was that all this tent? But anyway,
The point that Uncle Joe is trying to make is, who do we send the bill to?
I beg your pardon?
Who do we send the bill to? The United States government, of course, but what office?
Well, you send it to the, Oh, boy. Steve! We blew it, pal. The innkeeper. She's on to us.
Well, I might have known we were overmatched.
young fella, you was overmatched the minute I spotted you as a Russian spy.
Uncle Joe, he is not a Russian spy.
Oh, he ain't? Then what is he?
Well, he's just a young man who seems to want to stay here very much, and I can't imagine why.
Ma'am, I have a little bit of money, and as soon as I'm on my feet and my plane is in commission, I can make more.
Well, let's talk about that when the time comes, shall we?
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep it up, boy. You're doing great.
No hard feelings. Can't take any chances with their national security, you know.
No hard feelings.
See, that's great. Because I got some ideas that you and me can strike a bonanza. Here's what we do, see. We take your plane and combine it with a hotel. Fly to the Shady Rest, home of the stars. They do it in Vegas and Miami all the time, really clean up.
Uncle Joe, we don't have any stars.
Are you kidding? Step out there any night, you can see Venus, Jupiter, Mars. Of course, you can almost reach up and grab them. That ain't all, pal. I got plenty of ideas. And when the 4th of July comes around, I'll teach you wing walking. We'll go over to the county fair and we'll really clean up.
Petticoat Junction.
Come ride the little train that is rolling
on down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
What in the world? Uncle Joe, what are you up to?
Oh, howdy, Kate. Get a load of my newest gold mine. How about that? You fellas like a personally conducted tour?
We've already climbed all over that thing.
Oh. How about two for the price of one?
Hey, that sounds like a bargain.
What bargain? We've seen that thing every day for 2 weeks.
Everybody in this valley's seen it every day for 2 weeks.
That's just the point. They've been viewing this stellar attraction free of charge. Now, when they have to pay through the nose, we'll clean up.
How many people do you figure have seen the plane since it crashed?
About 400, more or less.
And how many people in the valley?
About 400, more or less.
Doesn't leave you many potential customers, does it?
Are you forgetting the population explosion?
I doubt if the blast will come in time.
This is the plane Steve Elliott cracked up.
Oh, you know about her, huh? See, Kate, this fellow wants to see it. Kindly step back and make way for a paying customer.
I don't pay to see my own plane.
Your plane?
That's right. The minute Steve Elliott misses a payment, my card, sir.
Cash and carry credit company? Cash and carry?
That's right. Don't come up with the cash, we carry it away. Where is Mr. Elliott?
Oh, he's up at the hotel. I'll call him. Hey!
No, Uncle Joe. I'll go get him.
Well, it's no trouble. I can call him. Hey!
Say, go get him. I gotta talk to you.
Hi, Mrs. Bradley. You're just in time to help me with some begging. I'm asking the finance company for an extension.
Would you don't look now, but you just saved the price of a postage stamp.
What?
There's a Mr. Sharp to see you.
Oh. Is he in a good mood?
Well,
Never mind answering. I don't think he knows what a good mood is.
Mom, Steve just barely has enough money to fix his plane. If he has to make his monthly payment, he won't even have that.
oh, I figured there was some trouble. How did you get in a spot like that?
Forgot to allow for a crack up in my budget. What do I do now?
Well, we could play on his sympathy.
I don't think he has any of that.
Everybody has sympathy. It's only human.
That's where he may not qualify.
Well, they can't rule you out for trying. Now, Billy Joe, you go get your sisters. Steve, you go on up to your room because we have work to do.
This here's what's known as a propeller.
You could have fooled me.
And they're a lot better than them jet babies. Give us a good old propeller us fellas used to say back in WW1. That was a big war, you know.
Look, for your information, they didn't even have jet planes in WW1.
Well, that's one of the main reasons us fellas used to say, give us a good old propeller.
Look, how long does it take her to get him?
Oh, no time at all.
All right, I'll just mosey around.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my experiences in the Lafayette Escadrille?
No.
Good. It's a nice long story. Pretty exciting, I can tell you. I flew with the best of them. Buddy Rogers, Richard Arlen.
Buddy Rogers and Richard Arlen are movie stars.
Oh, well, after the war, they had to take up another line of work.
Joe, Mom says you better bring Mr. Sharp up to the hotel.
Yeah, why?
Well, because it's easier.
Well, why is it easier for me to go up to the hotel?
Well, because after you're through talking and you're ready to leave, it'll be all downhill.
Hey, are you related to him?
My niece.
Figures.
to be proud of you. Now, keep your head on the pillow.
And try to look like you're not feeling well.
Come in.
Hey, out of water, right? Catfish, what happened to him?
Well, you know the doctor said he might have a relapse. Poor boy has multiple fractures.
I've never seen fractures multiply so fast in my life before.
And the doctor also said that if you had any questions, to make them as brief as possible.
I'll be as brief as possible. Where's the money?
I didn't mean that brief. Now, you want your money, don't you?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And you want to pay him, don't you, Steve? Oh, he can't talk. Why don't you blink your eyes? Blink once for yes and twice for no. Understand? That's very good. This is fun. Now, do you have the money to make the payment?
Madam, I'm going to have a much better blink than that.
Maybe he only has half the money.
I'll take
After
over
all,
the...
half a blink is better than none.
Now, Elliot, you did intend to make the payment before the plane crashed, right? Give it to me. No?
Uh-huh. You see, look how quickly you're catching on to the game.
And look at the lousy answers I'm getting.
Maybe he wants to use the money to fix the plane, right, Steve? And then he'll be happy to pay you after the plane is fixed, huh, Steve? See how sincere?
And what am I supposed to tell the Home Office when I walk in empty-handed? That he promised to pay with a sincere blink?
Oh, please, wait till I will never mind.
Now, please, girls, now, look, I do have a soft side that I try to fight. Now, this isn't fair. It isn't fair at all.
Appreciate it. Please.
Well, all right. I'll give you just 30 days grace, Elliot, but no more.
Bless you, sir.
Let the young ladies do that. Always happy to oblige, young ladies. 30 days, Elliot.
Let me show you to the door so you won't lose your way.
Oh, poor Steve. Oh, we'll get you out of that right away.
You'll never regret your decision. I got great ideas for that airplane. It'll return your money 1,000-fold. What's the matter?
My briefcase. I left it up there.
Mr. Sharpless.
What's the matter with you? I just want my briefcase.
Leave it in there. You must have left it somewhere. You look in the station in Hooterville?
I had it in there.
But you can't go in there.
Why not?
We got a sick patient in that room.
Oh. I know he's sick.
Hurry up, girls.
Who is it?
It's me, and let me in. Madam, my briefcase is in there, madam. Madam, I just want my briefcase. What's the matter with you, lady? You some kind of nut? Lady, I just wanted my... Well, I suppose there's some explanation for this dramatic change.
Miracle drugs?
Very good. Good thinking. And by that same miracle, I'll take my payment now, in full.
Hi. Thought I'd go out and have a look at my plane, see what it'll take to fix it.
But you don't have any money.
Well, I've done a lot with baling wire before. Maybe I can do it again.
Is that safe?
Sure, as long as you can keep her in the air.
Did you hear that? He actually thrives on danger.
Mm-hmm. He is sort of romantic. Kind of like Ronald Coleman.
Who?
Ronald... Oh, I keep forgetting. Make it Van Johnson. Who? Stop being so young.
Mom, can't we do something to help Steve?
Such as?
Like coming up with an idea to raise some money.
That's a problem that's been troubling me all my life.
I hear somebody mention raising money. Stop staring at me. Do I watch you when you eat?
Uncle Joe, Steve is just desperate for money to rebuild his plane.
If he has to settle for a makeshift job, I just know he'll crash again.
Now, don't get tears in my pie. Raising money ain't so tough. Remember when Newt Kiley's crops failed and I put on the charity barbecue for him? Raised over $40?
And backed into the barbecue and burned down his barn?
Well, yeah. I covered that with a raffle. Stop your begging. I'm thinking.
Uncle Joe, he's telling us an idea. We'll pass the hat.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Show off, mongrel. See, that's the idea I was coming up with.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I just know Steve isn't the kind of fellow who'll accept charity.
You're right, Billy Joe. See, it ain't gonna work.
Who said anything about charity? As soon as Steve has his plane fixed again, he'll start making money and pay back every cent.
Now you're talking, Kate. That's the thought I was just coming up with. You're so smart, why didn't you think of that?
Do you have a minute to spare, Newt?
Well, not to spare. I spend most of my time working or loafing. That don't leave room for much else.
Well, I won't interfere with what you're doing. I just want to talk to you.
Oh, don't mind a bit. Go right ahead.
Well, you know that young fella, the flyer, that's been staying at our place? Perhaps you heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard.
Well, we're trying to take up a contribution so that he can rebuild his plane. And we were wondering if you would be willing to contribute. You know, everybody says Newt Kiley's a generous fella in these parts, and I know that. And you. Would you like me to come back later?
No, keep talking.
Everybody says when there's a worthy cause that Newt Kiley is the first one to go to. Yes, sir, that's what they say. And I know that too because I know when I ask you to make a small contribution, you'll be first contribute, right?
No.
Why?
Us?
Why do you let me keep talking?
Why? Because I don't know what it is about your voice, Kate, but this is the most milk Bessie ever gives.
Hi, Floyd, Charlie.
Oh, hi, Betty Joe. Hi.
Floyd, Charlie, I'd like to ask you a big favor.
Shucks, go ahead and ask. Wait a minute. What's the matter? Usually when somebody asks a big favor, it turns up to be something you don't want to do. What was the favor?
You wouldn't want to do it.
See?
Actually, I'm the one that should get to ask the favor anyhow. After all, I'm the one who's always admired you two more than anybody.
Right, Bobby Joe? Right.
What did you say?
What, wrong?
I suppose you've admired them more than I have?
Oh, absolutely. I've always said I admire them more than anybody. Wait a minute. I'm the one who's always admired them more than anybody.
Well, what was the favor?
Have you ever said right out that you admired the fine, strong look of Floyd's profile and the raw courage of Charlie's firm hand on the throttle?
What was the favor?
Certainly I have.
What was the
Well,
favor?
I'm the one who's always said that.
What was the
I
favor?
must have said it 100 times. Well, I said it 200 times.
Well, I've said it 300 times.
What was the favor?
I've said it so many times I can't even count anymore.
No! That's better. What was the favor?
Oh, you wouldn't want to do it anyhow.
He would so, too.
Name it and you got it.
Put a contribution box on the cannonball for money to fix Steve's plane?
Okay.
Oh, let's go put the box on the coach right now. Yeah.
Lloyd Smoot, you just promised to help an airman.
I did? I did.
Us. Railroaders, born and bred, too. Helping our bitterest rival.
What can we do?
We can't do nothing. We promised. Casey Jones, forgive us.
Hi, Ben. How you doing?
Hi, Joe.
Nice crop of apples you brought in here.
Yeah, and I like to keep them that way.
Oh, thanks. Here's a bruise on this one. You know, some of the best apples I ever had bruises on. Hey, Ben, you know that young fella Steve crashed his plane up with a Shady Rest?
Yeah.
He's kind of in a spot getting it fixed. Me and Kate and the girls are taking donations to kind of help out.
Sorry, Joe. I got too many places for my money to go now. Hey, what do you think you're doing? So, that's it. You two work together. A couple of apple nappers.
What's our donation, Ben?
Why come to me? You and your accomplice could go to a bank and make a killing.
I'll level with you. You make a sizable donation, I'll let you in on one of the biggest things that ever hit this valley. Carson Elliott Air Freight Enterprises.
What do I need with the Carson Elliott Air Freight Enterprises?
It's a modern way of merchandising. Ship your apples by plane.
For your information, I ship my apples to Pixley by the cannonball, and it only takes 40 minutes.
That's just the point. You ship them with the Carson Elliott Air Freight Service, you get them there in 20 minutes, fresh.
No, thanks. I'm happy the way I'm operating now.
That's the trouble with you, Ben. You won't hold still for progress. You know they ship lobsters from Maine on the airlines?
Lobsters? What'd they do, run out of people?
The point I'm trying to put across is...
I suppose the lobsters fly first class and the crawdads fly second class.
Ben, I got a sneaking feeling that you're making light of this corporation of mine.
Well, why shouldn't I? You're always coming up with great plans, but you never make nothing of them.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got news for you, Ben Miller. We've already got a runway, a hangar, a flight tower, and a personnel building.
Where?
On the plans I'm drawing up.
Plans. Come to me when you got something concrete, which will be never.
Which is where you're wrong. I got the first installations completed right here now.
Well, what is it?
Our windsock.
Here, Joe, my contribution.
$1? Thanks, Ben. Fought my persuasive power as long as you could and finally had to give in, huh?
Nope. I give it to you because your dog saved me from spoiling this whole basket when he spotted this rotten apple. Good dog.
Okay, I'll give you credit when I report to Kate. The windsock helped too, you know. How we doing, Kate?
You've heard of going over the top? We're barely making it onto the bottom.
Well, look, Mom, tomorrow we'll really make a concerted drive. We'll start out early and we'll... Well, what's wrong?
Tomorrow's Sunday.
But, Mom, this is for a good cause.
So's going to church.
Your mom's right, kids. We can put this thing across without giving up the Sabbath to do it. Hey, Kate, maybe the Reverend Jones will come up with a week's sermon, the collections will be light, the folks will have extra money in their jeans Monday when we hit them. Don't get the idea that I'm wishing the Reverend bad luck. Even Willie Mays has an off day now and then.
Church in the lane. Oh, come, 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 come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the dale. No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown church in the vale. Come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the dale. No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown church in the vale. Come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the dale. No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown church in the vale.
Listen, Steve, you sing pretty good.
Thank you.
Reverend, I'd like you to meet our guest, Steve Elliott.
Oh, the young man with the flying machine.
A kind of busted flying machine, I'm afraid, sir.
Well, we hope that you get it fixed very soon.
That's what we was hoping. Did you give that sermon today?
My sermon? It wasn't any good?
It was too good. We was hoping you'd come up light. You gave the devil such a whacking, I even dropped an extra quarter in the collection plate myself.
Well, I'm sorry. Perhaps I was inspired by this young man's singing. It was excellent. I understand there's a campaign afoot to help you to get your machine together.
Yes, we're going to do it, too. We're going to hit that line tomorrow. We're going to hit it hard.
Tomorrow? What's the matter with today?
It's Sunday.
Well, do you know of a better day on which to start good deeds? Here. I'd like to help hit that line.
Well, thank you, Reverend.
The wife and I, like the young feller sings so much, we'd like to add another 5 spot.
I beg.
Here you go, Kate. Maybe you could get him to come over and sing to Betsy. Might do more good than you're talking.
Come on, everybody join in.
Uncle Joe, lend me your hat. Here, you hold this. It was your idea in the first place. Oh, wonderful.
We're going over the top, boy. What do you say?
I'm very, very grateful, and I hope to pay back every dime as soon as I get my plane working.
Oh, you will. Don't worry. Lloyd, Charlie, you're making a donation to help an airman?
Well, as long as it's the Sabbath, we can let bygones be bygones. But don't you folks forget that there's such a thing as a train running in this valley. Remind them, Floyd.
Well, that does it.
Good as new, huh?
We'll find that out when I fly her. Anyway, thanks a lot for all your help. You're quite a gal, shortstop.
Well, looks like we got here just in time. You all finished?
All finished. Thanks to my good right arm here. You wouldn't believe how much help she's been.
Well, why not? She works on the cannonball all the time.
Yeah, she helps Ab fix the Douglas tractor every time it breaks down.
And she got an A in shop for the past 3 years.
A in shop, huh?
Yeah, she's a regular little homemaker. Well, Steve, we're glad you got the plane fixed, but we're going to be sorry to see you leave.
Well, thank you. You've all been pretty wonderful to me, and I'll never forget it. Well, shall we start her up, shortstop? Shortstop? Hey, what's this?
Nothing. Of course it's nothing. She's crying is all.
My girls, don't cry. Don't cry.
Watch it, Kate. You'll get the ribbon on the christening bottle all soggy.
Christening bottle?
Now, we figured you wouldn't mind if we gave your plane a name instead of just numbers. We figured we'd call it the Spirit of Hooterville if it's okay.
Not just okay, perfect. Speaking for my plane, we're both honored.
Attaboy. Go to it, Kate.
What do I do?
Well, you just step up and say, I hereby christen thee the Spirit of Hooterville, and whack her over the snout.
I hereby christen thee the Spirit of Hooterville. I bet that's a part you need, too.
Sort of, ma'am. You know something? I'm glad.
Glad? What do you mean? Really?
Well, here I was about to leave the finest people I've ever known. I must have been out of my skull.
You mean you're staying?
You bet I'm staying. If it's all right with you.
Oh, it is. Oh, great!
It was a lucky thing you broke that propeller of his.
Uh-huh, wasn't it, though?
What puzzles me is how you can break a propeller like that with a bottle of champagne.
It wasn't easy. But it helps if you dump out the champagne and fill the bottle with sand.
Hankering for TV Westerns? Every Sunday, set a spell and watch TV Land Goes West. 4 hours of rarely seen Westerns from our vault. This Sunday starting at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Nick at Night's TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
CBS CBS presents this program in color.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
What do you mean out? He was safe a mile.
Safe?
Yeah, safe.
Why, he stepped clear over that bag like he always does. I say he's out.
And I say he was safe.
Well, ask the umpire. How about it, boy?
See? The umpire says he was safe.
Where are your eyes? In the back of your head? He was out a mile. He must like you. Usually he's impartial in my favor. Well, how about tossing me a few more grounders? I need the practice.
I think you're pretty good at it now.
I've got to be better than good. The Hawks are having a big game with the Pixley Panthers on Saturday.
You know something, Betty Jo? I played baseball in high school, college, and on the Air Force team. And you're the prettiest shortstop I've ever seen. See you later, honey.
Did you hear what he said? He said I was the prettiest shortstop he'd ever seen. Oh, you wouldn't understand. It's not what he said. It's the way he said it.
The principal advantage of centrifugal pumps is their ability to handle all kinds of spray chemicals with minimum wear.
There you are, Steve.
Hi, Bobby Joe.
I came across this simple, beautiful passage from Shakespeare's sonnets. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yeah. That guy beats a mean sonnet.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
That's all right. This is kind of dull. It's a manual on crop dusting.
Principal advantage of centrifugal pumps is their ability to handle all kinds of spray chemicals with minimum wear.
I don't know what it is, but it sure sounds better when you read it. No, I mean it. You make it sound like it was written by that Shakespeare cat.
I do? The pesticide is effective equally on grasshoppers, boll weevils, cereal leaf beetles, beet leaf hoppers, and grubworms.
And grubworms. There isn't another girl in the world who could make a grubworm sound so desirable.
Thank you.
That's okay. Hey, will you excuse me? I gotta take my medicine.
Grubworm. Grubworm? Grubworm.
It's perfect, Billy Joe.
Is there anything else, Steve?
No, that's it for today. We've been at it for nearly 4 hours. You must be tired.
Oh, no, I'm not the least bit tired. I could type letters for you forever.
Thank you, Billy Joe.
Steve Elliott.
Mom, got an extra towel?
Oh, I sure have. I wondered when somebody would ask.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, hey. What about the dishes?
Pardon?
Well, us quaint old country folk have a strange custom that when we wash dishes, we dry them. Or what did you have in mind when you asked me to tell?
Oh, I needed it for this.
Don't you put that dirty baseball on my clean towel.
Mom! Well, I'm sorry, but Steve was the last one to touch this ball.
So?
I'm going to put it in a glass case and keep it on my dresser. Who'd have thought it? Out of the three of us, he's chosen me.
Hold it. What is this chosen me business? Listen here, young lady. You're letting your imagination run away with you. Steve is 25 years old, and he's too old for you.
Mother, age simply has nothing to do with it. It's a case of his maturity reaching out for my maturity.
Well, that's it. Well, then why don't you let your maturity go all the way and reach out for Floyd or Charlie?
Mothers.
I always said that girl had a level head on her shoulders, and she does. Something fell on it and flattened it out. I'm sure glad you showed up. Help me turn this mattress.
It's beautiful, Mother.
It's even prettier on the other side. Help me flip it over.
I'm talking about this book.
Oh, the book. Well, I'll get Uncle Joe to help me. Why don't you go practice for the Shakespearean Festival?
Just listen to this. In the annals of crop dusting, there is no greater challenge to man or plane than the crusade against the boll weevil.
I don't seem to place that passage from Shakespeare. Is it the third act of Hamlet or the second act of Othello?
Oh, it's on page 5 from the Bulletin on Crop Dusting by the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
How exciting. Now, in annals of mattress turning, 2 hands are better than 1, so let's go.
Well, how can you make so much fuss over a mattress when there are such important issues in life? For instance, did you know that a common error of the novice crop duster is the failure to measure drift hazards?
You know, your mother may have her faults, but one thing you can be sure of, she always measures her drift hazards.
I'm serious.
Steve Elliott, huh?
How did you know?
Just a wild guess.
It is pretty wild. When you think of Steve, a man of the world. I mean, when you think of all the women he must have known in his life. And yet he's
chosen you. Whatever put such an idea into your head?
Mother, if a man didn't care, would he explain the 7 methods of pesticide?
I guess when you're a teenager, that's as good a reason as any.
Mom, where are the stamps?
Oh, right here. You and Steve finally get through with all that dictation?
Yes.
How many you want?
1.
1?
There's only 1 letter.
After 4 hours of typing? Must be an awful long letter. Oh, well, I guess when you're typing technical terms, it can get complicated.
No, it wasn't complicated at all. It just said, "Dear sir, please send me your catalog on pesticides. Yours truly, Steve Elliott."
That took 4 hours?
Oh, it wasn't me, Mom. It was him. Well, I never saw a man so flustered.
Poor man.
Yes, can you imagine? This is a man of the world, used to having sophisticated women fling themselves at his feet.
His shoes must be a mess.
And he meets a simple country secretary, and immediately he comes unglued.
That's the way it goes. He's the wreck, and the simple country secretary is flustered a bit.
Of course not. Oh, may I have the stamp?
Oh, sure, sure.
I just want to make sure he signed it. Yes, he did.
I'm glad he's the one that's flustered.
Oh, hi, Kate. I get to working so hard I don't notice nothing.
I do. I noticed you're sweeping in the same spot you were half an hour ago.
Well, this is an old hotel, Kate. It's settled. The dust and the dirt has a tendency to collect right here in this dip.
So you just stand here and wait for the dirt to come to you.
Well, you know me. I like to do things the scientific way. Look, here comes a ball of dust now. Got it. Oh, by the way, what do you make of this?
Steve Elliott, Mr. and Mrs. Steve Elliott, Mrs. B.J. Elliott, Mr. and Mrs. Steve Elliott, and family. Where'd you get this?
In the wastebasket. You think one of our girls is getting serious about this fella?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
You're afraid so. What about me?
What about you?
Why, me and Steve have got an airline empire to get started. And there ain't nothing will ruin an empire like a wife. Look what happened when Anthony met Cleopatra. Napoleon got to messing around with Josephine. Oof. Everything went galley west.
Well, you're a lot luckier than they were. At least you have something to turn to.
What?
Your carpet sweeper. Whoops! Here comes a ball of dust. Go get him, Tiger!
All right, Mom. Out of the kitchen.
Well, it's going to be a little hard to cook breakfast from any other part of the house.
This morning, I'm making breakfast.
You're making breakfast?
That's right, Mom.
You're Billy Joe, all right. For a minute, I thought there was an imposter in the hotel.
Very, very funny, Mom. Now, out. Today, you're a guest.
I'm going to enjoy that.
That's what I want. Just want you to sit down at the table and relax.
Thank you, dear. Yeah, that's a mighty fancy dress you're wearing so I can relax. Oh, by the way, Steve will be down for breakfast, too. Or had you thought of that?
There you are, Steve.
Good evening, Mr. Carson.
Yeah, I can't hold back no longer. I gotta give you the good news, even though it gives you a relapse.
What good news?
About the company I was telling you were forming. I'm giving you a piece of it.
What company?
You know, Carson Elliott Air Express, spraying crops, firefighting, special charter service.
Oh, that.
Now, this may sound kind of big to you, but with me running the show, we'll clean up. I'll take care of the executive end, the sales and promotion, but you got the easy job. You just sit there flying that plane, delivering passengers and freight, spraying crops, fighting fires, and on weekends, skywriting our names all over the state.
That easy stuff ought to keep me pretty busy.
Now, that brings me to another point. I don't know exactly how to put this to you, but as partners, we got to lay things right on the line. Is that right?
Right. Go ahead and lay it on the line.
All right. Here it is. You can't build an empire with a wife hanging on your coattails.
Go ahead. Lay it on the line.
Just did. Oh. Here, now, let me put it to you another way. While you're barnstorming around building our dynasty, you can't have no wife calling you on a plane on the intercom and saying, don't forget to bring home a bunch of rutabaggers.
Mr. Carson, you can stop worrying. In the first place, I don't have a wife. In the second place, I'm not looking for a wife. And in the third place, I hate rutabaggers.
Put her there, partner. I knew you'd come around to my way of thinking. Yes, sir, Carson and Elliott are going to do for the flying business what Eli Whitney did for the steamboat.
Doggone. There ain't a sign of those girls.
The schedule calls for us to leave at 8 o'clock, and we most always make it by 8:30. Right now, it's 9:15. If those girls don't hurry up, they're going to make us late.
We can't waste no more time. Let's go get them.
Right.
Sorry we're late. Guess we better get going.
What's the hurry? Yeah, what's the big rush?
The boy said the cannonball was late already.
What time is it, Kate?
9:30.
Looks like we blew it, Floyd.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Only one thing to do. Make up a new schedule.
The girls have got to get to school. Billy Joe, hurry up.
Coming.
time that girl spends on her makeup, you'd think her shorthand teacher was Rock Hudson.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Hi,
Joe.
good morning.
Well, there's no time for chit-chat. Go get your books.
Oh, I'm not going in today.
Why not?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The secretarial school is being painted today.
Well, let's keep going.
Bye, girls.
Bye.
See you later.
Well, Mom, Steve says he'll be down in a minute.
So that's it. We're not going to school either.
Why not?
Well, she's not going.
Well, your sister has a good reason they're painting the school.
We've got good reasons, too.
Such as?
We don't feel well, do we? No, we don't. Oh.
Charlie, good morning. Hi, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Bradley.
Good morning, Steve.
I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to have breakfast in Hooterville. I'm going in on the cannonball to send a wire about that airplane part I ordered.
How could I ever have made such a silly mistake? They're paying a secretarial school next Monday. Hey, Steve, wait till I get my book. Hey, wait a minute!
I thought you two had stomach aches.
We're having our stomach aches next Monday.
Get away from that door. What are you doing there? What are you doing? Get away from that door. This is no time to deliver the mail. Steve's asleep in there. Here, let go. Now look what you've done, you stubborn ox. I'll have to patch it together again. Give me that. Wow. Can't believe Betty Jo would write this. Kate! Kate!
My dearest Steve, oh, I can't believe Betty Jo would write this. I may be the youngest, and my family only regards me as a child. But when you look at me, I fulfill my destiny as a woman. Betty Jo.
Got another wow for you. Look what I found when I was cleaning out Bobby Joe's wastebasket.
A poem. Well, Bobby Joe's always writing poems.
Not like those.
Oh, man with wings, can't you hear how my heart sings? Greatest of the skywarriors kings, swoop down and take me, man with wings.
Keep going.
Where'er I look, I see thy face, in field, in flower, in outer space.
Those are just the throwaways. Think what the one she sent must be like.
Nationals, poems, party dresses. I don't know what I'm going to do with those girls, but I'm going to do it first thing in the morning.
Miss Bradley, could I have a word with you?
Oh, that's funny you should ask. I've been wanting a word with you.
Oh, I don't know how to begin. This is going to sound like... Well, in other words, I could be imagining it, but... Mrs. Bradley, you have 3 wonderful daughters. They're charming, and...
And they're jumping to a conclusion that isn't there.
Well, that about sums it up. Frankly, right now I'm in no position to be serious with any girl.
Well, for a man that didn't go fishing, you sure came up with a full net. Here, you leave.
Wow. I don't really know what to do about this.
That's because you're not a woman. I'll tell you what we're going to do.
I couldn't. Or could I?
There's number 1. Get going. It'll work.
Hi, Steve.
I got your note. I think an elopement would be real romantic, don't you?
Gee.
I figure the sooner the better. Like this Saturday afternoon.
You mean this coming Saturday?
I figured it all out. By then, my plane will be fixed, and we can take off and wire the good news back from Alaska.
This Saturday? Oh gosh, Steve, I simply can't.
Why not?
Why? Saturday's the most important day in my whole life. That's the day the Hooterville Hawks play the Pixley Panthers. And if I don't show up, the Hawks don't stand a chance.
A baseball game is more important than us?
Well, not more important, maybe, but... Gee, they're counting on me, and... Well, how about after the game?
No. I will not play second fiddle to a crummy baseball team.
Well, our baseball team will not play second fiddle to a crop duster.
Steve, I'm immensely flattered. And of course I meant everything I wrote in those poems. But Friday night is out.
But it has to be Friday.
Steve, how can you even suggest it? You know how long I've been studying for the Shakespeare Festival. There won't be another one until next year. I'm sorry, Steve. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth like the gentle rain from heaven.
Two down, one to go.
Sure know your psychology, Mrs. Bradley.
No, I just know my daughters. One more and you're off the hook.
Billy Joe, I've got to talk to you.
Yes, Steve?
Do you know what I've been doing this last hour? Walking, walking, walking. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Billy Joe, the way you serve my breakfast, well, I'd like to have you serve me breakfast the rest of my life.
Steve,
Come fly with me this instant.
you mean right now?
Now or never.
Give me 5 minutes to pack.
Mrs. Bradley? It didn't work. She said yes.
She said what?
She's going upstairs to pack.
Pack? You mean she...
You gotta stall her off, Mrs. Bradley. You gotta give me an hour head start, that's all I ask.
Steve...
If you think David Jansen can run and hide, watch this.
All right, young lady, where do you think you're going?
Didn't Steve tell you? He wants me to serve him breakfast the rest of his life.
Well, you march yourself right upstairs or you're not going to get any supper.
Mother, will you stop treating me like a child? I'm an adult, and I expect to be treated like an adult.
All right, now either you take that bag upstairs or I'm going to take it up for you. But it's empty. You can't elope with an empty suitcase. You've got... All right. What is it?
Well, if you can pull a juvenile trick on me, I can pull one back.
But I thought you liked Steve.
Oh, Mother, if Steve is ever ready to make a serious proposal, we won't need any coaching from the side. And, Mom, how could you do that?
Well, I'll tell you. I always thought I had a level head, and I do. But I guess something fell on it and flattened it out.
Oh, Mom. Look, you can tell Steve if he's still willing to fly away with me. I'm willing to fly as far as the Pixley Bijou. There's a triple feature at the Bijou, Mom. We may be late.
Well, don't worry. Enjoy yourselves. It isn't often you get to see a Hoot Gibson festival.
Bye.
See you later, folks.
Aren't they cute?
There ain't nothing cute about seeing an empire start to crumble.
Shumway's presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Didn't Bobby Joe say why she was staying after school?
All she told me was that she was getting together with a bunch of her girlfriends because they were planning something big. Real important, the end.
Oh, I don't like the sounds of that. Generally, when you girls label something the end, it turns out to be the beginning of something I don't go for. Now, what are you up to?
I'm fixing up this old jukebox that jukebox salesman left here when he couldn't pay his bill. You remember him?
Oh, yes, I remember him, yes. 12 free meals, 4 nights of free lodging, and all I had to show for it was an old jukebox that could only play I'm Sorry I Left You Holding the Bag.
I don't play anything now since I adjusted the record changer. Watch this. I guess I adjusted it a little too tight. There, that ought to do it.
That's a novelty. We're the only hotel with an automatic discus throwing machine.
Oh, gone, and I broke a lot of my good numbers. Moonlight on the Gansey, the chic of Araby. Oh, I broke Juanita.
Are these real records, Mom? I've never even heard of them. Who are the Rhythm Boys?
The Rolling Stones of the Medicare set.
Mom, guess what? A group of us are going to have an all-night party. Isn't that something?
Bobby Joe, guess what? I don't go for it. Isn't that something?
You're not going to refuse permission. You can't.
Oh? Isn't that funny? I thought I just did.
I mean, you're probably forgetting I'm a college woman now.
Junior college in only 3 weeks.
Okay, junior college. But you still think of me as an immature, scatterbrained high school girl.
Well, if it'll make you any happier, I'll think of you as an immature, scatterbrained college woman.
But you still won't let me go to the party?
You want me to spell it out for you? N-O. Well, how's every little thing? Not bad, huh? Steve, how about you? How was your crop testing?
Oh, A-OK. I made a direct hit on a potato bug from 45 feet.
Pretty funny, huh, Bobby Joe? It's ridiculous. We can't eat dinner this way. Let's get things out into the open. All right, Bobby Joe, you have the floor.
I've never accused you of being unfair, Mom, but, well, this time I think you are.
All right. Maybe it was I was too hasty in condemning something I didn't know anything about. So why don't you fill me in?
Well, first we're having this dance in the gym until midnight. Then we're going to hit a few of the night spots.
Hold it, hold it. I am filled in to the brim and it's slopping over the sides.
Mom, you didn't give her a chance to finish.
Mrs. Burris is letting Mary Jane go, and Mrs. Tomley's letting Connie go, and...
That is one thing I will not argue about. I will not be pressured into doing something because some other mother is doing it.
Well, if you want your daughter to be the only one that doesn't go, I mean, think of the reflection on you.
Oh, I'm thinking of it. And I am thinking of maybe it was a very hasty no at first. But now that I've heard the details, it's a slow and studied absolutely not.
Excuse me.
I couldn't let her stay out all night, could I? Well, Uncle Joe, what do you say? Uncle Joe?
Oh, I'm for whatever's right.
Congratulations, you've just won the Golden Weasel Award of the year. Oh, and I'd like a bottle of that vinegar.
Say, Keith, how about taking advantage of the special I got on this week? Assorted canned goods in which the labels have come off. 6 for $1.
No, thank you, Sam. Last time I took advantage of the canned goods without labels, I opened up 5 cans of saddle soap for dessert.
Well, that's a gamble you take. Things could be different this time.
Oh, sure. I could end up soaping a saddle with tomato juice. Oh, morning, Mrs. Burrs.
Anything else, Kate?
Well, I was going to get some meat, but now I can nibble on the cold shoulder I just got. Something wrong, Mrs. Burrs?
Something wrong, as if you didn't know. You're the one that's causing all the trouble with this all-night party. Because you're letting Bobby Joe go, my Mary Jane thinks she can go.
No, Mrs. Burrs, just...
And that goes double for my daughter, Connie.
Off at the pass. Hi, Mrs. Tomley.
You've no idea what kind of spot you've put me on. And I'm in the very same spot.
Well, you two haven't exactly put me at the end of the rainbow. Now, will you please listen? I am not letting Bobby Joe go to the all-night party.
Then, you're definitely not giving in to her?
Oh, absolutely not. Bobby Joe can go to the school dance, but there'll be no carousing or dancing till dawn at the country club.
I'll go along with that.
Agreed.
That's wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Oh, Sam, you've been listening to everything that's been said. We'd like to get a man's opinion. Do you think we made the right decision?
Well,
We want you to be honest, straightforward, and unbiased. And don't be influenced by the fact that we are the 3 best customers of the Sam Ducker store, or that the supermarket at Pixley is having its annual sale.
you made the right decision. Well, after a viewpoint like that, I better stay clear of that mousetrap in the back room.
Hi, Mary Jane, Connie. What's wrong with you two? What's wrong? What is your mother trying to do? Wreck the all-night party for all of us?
Yeah, because of her blabbing to our moms, now we can't go. Now, just a minute. My mother doesn't go blabbing to anybody.
Well, she wasn't exactly a clam when she saw our mothers at Drucker's store.
I understand the reason she spoke up was that you gave your mothers the impression that I was going to the party.
Well, we thought you were. Your mother's such a good sport.
Well, she is a good sport.
Then why aren't you going to the all-night party?
Well, golly, Well, look, why should what happens to me affect you?
Because in our mother's words, Kate Bradley is a sensible person. She's raised a lovely family, and we will abide by what she decides.
Well, I must say that's a nice compliment to my mother.
Oh, a terrific compliment. But it still doesn't get us to the all-night party.
Do you realize we're in college?
And that kid stuff about having our dates drop us off at the end of the dance at the station so we can catch the cannonball home.
Yeah, that cannonball sits there like a great big old iron babysitter.
Oh, Floyd and Charlie are babysitting the babysitter.
2 times I've had my dates say goodnight to me at the cannonball. And the best I ever got out of it was a handshake.
You know something? I'm going to that all-night party no matter what anybody says.
Okay, it's a deal. If you'll go, I'll go. Hey, how about you, Bobby Joe? Why don't you join us?
Well, come on, Bobby Joe. You don't want to end up as the only Squaresville in Hooterville, do you?
Think it over. We'll have a ball.
for me?
Well, I don't know, Kate. That keeps a fella up kind of late, and I'm the type that needs my beauty rest.
That's the case. You look like you've been up since last March.
Well, if sleep helps looks, you ain't been exactly hibernating.
Please.
Watch it over there.
Uncle Joe! Joe, the next time you're going to blast off, would you give us a countdown?
What's that contraption you're messing with, Joe?
For your uninformed mind, it's a jukebox.
Well, glad to hear it. I thought you were setting up a skeet shooting range in the lobby.
Smart aleck.
Maybe he's starting a training school for hunting dogs.
Anything I'd train would be smarter than a couple of two-legged mongrels I know.
Well, answer me, fellas. You going to do me the favor?
Well, Kate, I've been thinking it over, and that's sort of a peach cobbler type favor.
Shame on you, Troy. Can't do a favor without hinting for something in return. Can't understand that way of operating. Sure as I'm standing here with my mouth just a-watering for some blueberry pie.
All right, boys, it's a deal. Oh, Bobby Joe, I've got some good news for you.
You have?
Uh-huh. You know how after the school dances, Floyd and Charlie always have the cannonball waiting at 12 o'clock?
Yeah, never a minute late.
Sign a good railroad man.
Especially the fella doing the stoking.
That's right, boys. Well, Bobby Joe, this Saturday night, I have talked Floyd and Charlie into not having the train there until 1:30. And that way you can get a hamburger and a malt or something before you take the train home.
And at the train, if you want to give your date a good night smooch, me and Charlie will look the other way. Charlie.
Oh!
She must have a pretty ugly date if she don't want to give him a good night smooch.
Wade, what's gnawing at her, Kate?
Well, not only does she want to go to the dance, but she wants to go to an all-night party.
You gonna stand your ground?
Well, sure I'm going to stand my ground. But at times it feels a little like quicksand.
How's she doing?
She's almost ready. She looks lovely.
Then she's planning on going?
Well, if she doesn't, her date, who is due to arrive any minute, is going to be surprised.
Well, is she happy or what?
Well, she barely talks, and that's what bothers me, because I've always prided myself on the fact that we are a family that have good communication.
Yeah, for a family with a phone that isn't even connected, we yak it up pretty good.
That wasn't quite the kind of communication I had in mind.
Well, we know what you mean, Mom. We're always able to sit down and talk things out, daughter to mother.
That's right. That's right. Although I will admit there are times when it's more mother to daughter talk than daughter to mother, but we do get things discussed.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Scott.
Eddie Joe, Billy Joe.
Hi.
Honey, go upstairs and tell your sister Scott's here. Thank you. Sit down, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
How do you like college, Scott?
Well, it's quite a change. Yes, sir, quite a change. Would you ladies mind?
No, go ahead.
Thank you.
College men smoke pipes, Mom.
Oh, yes, I know. Believe it or not, they did even in the olden days when Dolly Madison and I were double dating. Scott, tell me, how do your folks feel about this all-night party business?
Well,
There's no tobacco in it.
yeah, well, I don't smoke. Now, Miss Bradley, about the dance. Now that I'm a college man and, well, practically a mature adult, my parents let me make my own decisions.
Oh, see. Well, now that you're a college man and a mature adult, how do you feel about it?
Well, pardon me, kind of pro and con about it. Some ways it's good, some ways it's not. Maybe so, maybe not.
Have you ever thought of going into politics?
Golly, Mrs. Bradley, how'd you know that?
Just a wild guess.
Hi, Bobby Joe.
Hello, Scott.
Gosh, you sure look awful nice.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a mighty forthright statement coming from a politician. Oh, well, have a good time, kids. Huh?
Oh, thanks, Miss Bradley.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Don't forget the cannonball will be waiting for you about 1:30.
If we're not there, tell Charlie and Floyd not to wait.
Night.
Mom, do you really think she'll defy you?
Well, if she does, it means that all the years I thought I was doing a fair job of raising you girls, I've been spinning my wheels. Right now, I feel like I'm riding on the rims.
Sure good donuts, Kate. Huh, Charlie?
Yeah? Well, if I ever get a chance to try one, I might pass judgment on it.
Oh, okay.
And you putting them away like lifesavers.
Well, Kate turns out a pretty good sinker. I've been trying to get her to try out a new recipe I come up with so we can get it on the market and make a fortune.
Well, I'd ask you for your recipe, Prudence, but I'm afraid you'd give it to me.
Well, there ain't nothing to it. While you're mixing up the donut batter, you just throw in a couple of cups of coffee. That way you save a fellow the trouble of dunking. Make a mint.
Well, one more refill, and it'll be just about time to get up the line and pick up Bobby Joe.
Kate, are you sure we're not making a useless run in the middle of the night for nothing?
You won't be.
Are you certain Bobby Joe will be there?
Sure. Of course she'll be there.
Yeah, pretty good dance, wasn't it, gang?
A lot of fun.
That girl singer was great, wasn't she?
That was a boy.
Anyway, the fella slapping the bass had a groovy beat.
That was a girl.
Well, anyway, they were a good group.
Hey, come on, you guys. We're all going over to Bob's and to the country club.
Well, you two want to ride with us?
Bobby Joe?
Fine with me.
Good.
Bobby Joe, if they make us chip in on gas, let me get it.
Oh, Floyd, you might as well stoke her up. We ain't doing anybody any good around here.
It's going to be a sad night at the Shady Rest. Hey, that could be Bobby Joe now. Oh, let's get outside. Me first, get the next three. Oh, let me in there. Let me get away. Oh, let's go. We gotta get out. Wait.
Well, here we are.
Golly, Bobby Joe, I wish you wouldn't cut out on us.
Yeah, I thought it was all settled that you were going with us to the country club. I thought so, too, but at the last minute I changed my mind. But why? Because, well, maybe it's corny, but defying Mom takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah, maybe that's what's the matter with me. I thought it was going to be a real swinging night. I think I'll go back on the cannonball, too.
Well, if you guys are going, I guess I'll go.
Man, I never saw a party go down the drain so fast in my life.
I'm sorry, fella. I hope I didn't ruin the whole evening for you, Scott.
Oh, no, I had a good time. A real good time.
I'm glad.
You know something?
What?
You're awful pretty.
Come on, night, fellas.
Long time.
Sure isn't like going out to the country club.
Yeah, I think we've been railroaded.
Hi, kids. Welcome to the all-night special. Let her go, Uncle Joe.
What's that? Hey, come on.
Come on in, fellas.
Oh, Mom. I don't know what to say.
Well, how about wonderful, terrific, sensational? Go ahead, pick one. Come on in, kids. Now, there's dining and dancing in both cars and no waiting. And I want one thing understood. This party is to last till dawn. And then we're going to have a great big breakfast at the Shady Rest.
Shade of a tree, little old brook, wiggly old worm and a rusty old hook. I should be working today, but tomorrow's okay by me. Dusty old hat, some shabby old clothes, catfish whiskers just a tickling my toes. I should be working today, but tomorrow's okay by me. I used to think the world would stop turning if I wasn't on the job at 9. But now I see the world can get along without me just fine. I got a bite on my line. Lazy old sun, friendly old sky. Too nice a day for a shirt and a tie. I should be working today, but tomorrow's okay by me. Lazy old sun, friendly old sky. It's too nice a day for a shirt and a tie. I should be working today, but tomorrow's okay by me. I should be working today, but tomorrow's okay by me.
This is one of the greatest parties I've ever been to.
Yeah, Miss Bradley. Best breakfast I ever had.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Well, let's go, gang.
Good night.
Bye.
I mean, good morning.
Bye-bye. Oh, Mom, that was the greatest.
Did you have fun, honey?
Fun? I was hoping it would never stop. I could have gone on like that for days and days and days.
Well, I'm sure glad. And I will say one thing for those kids. They certainly...
There's not enough room in this town for the two of us.
But luckily, there is room enough in TV Land for plenty of vintage westerns. Watch TV Land Goes West. 4-hour block of rarely seen western series every Sunday starting at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Right here. Now stay tuned for Green Acres. Next on Nick at Night's TV.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Kate, it finally happened. Dead man's curve. We didn't make it.
You wrecked her?
Right off the track?
Was anyone hurt?
Only the poor old cannonball.
Oh, Kate, it was pitiful. There she was, lying on her side, gasping the last of her steam.
Well, were you speeding?
Kate, you know I always exercise caution on Dead Man's Curve.
You were going 14 miles an hour.
13 at the most.
I say 14.
13, 14, what difference does it make? The cannonball wouldn't have gone off the tracks at that speed.
My point exactly. Well, then, would you care to speak up, Mr. Fireman?
Speak up about what?
If I've told that man once, I've told him 100 times. You can rip up one railroad tie from the track and burn it in the firebox. You can rip up every other tie and burn it in the firebox, but you can't rip up 4 in a row. Something's going to give. So this morning at 8:04 on Dead Man's Curve, something gave.
Oh, I ain't all that much to blame. I wouldn't have burned 4 except them tires is full of wormholes. And tires full of wormholes burn like that. Especially when you got an engineer hollering, more steam, more steam.
Boys, quarreling isn't going to do any good. Come on up and let's have a cup of coffee and figure this thing out. Come on.
Cut it out. Come on up. I'll tell you what to do.
Thanks for the coffee, Kate.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh, don't mention it, boys.
Now, don't worry about the mail or your supplies. We'll still service you by handcar.
I don't think I'll be needing much in the way of supplies. I don't imagine many guests will be coming out here on a handcar.
Well, we'll be doing the pumping.
It ain't hard.
For you, it ain't hard. He does all the lifting up, and I do all the pushing down.
Don't forget, I'm the one that sings row, row, row your boat to keep us in time.
I'm sure it's a fine team effort. Well, look who's here.
Back so soon? What's the matter?
The cannonball will be back in service before you know it. I took care of everything in Hooterville.
Hooterville? You've been gone less than an hour. How could you get... What is that awful smell?
I shrewdly remembered that Steve was crop dusting today, so I bummed a ride from him on his aeroplane. On the way back, we dusted Ed Alby's tomatoes, and the wind was blowing the wrong way.
I was wondering why those flies hit the floor when you came through the door. And Uncle Joe, before you wash up, how about crawling through the attic? It'll save us spraying for spiders.
Any more remarks like that, and I won't tell you how I saved the cannonball.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Uncle Joe. Why don't you, go over by the door and tell us? Well, go ahead, Uncle Joe. Tell us about the cannonball.
It's being saved because I had the presence of mind to call the CNFW Railroad and ask them if they had insurance on her.
Well, if they have, it's sure news to me.
Well, then it's sure news to you. They not only have insurance, but they're going to take care of the whole $300 damages right away.
Joe, you and me have had our differences, but you're okay.
That goes for me, too.
What's the matter, Kate?
Well, I don't know that it was such a good idea calling the CNFW. It's liable to bring Homer Bedloe down on us again.
Oh, Kate, Homer Bedloe ain't coming clear out here for no measly $300.
Homer Bedloe come clear out here for a measly 3 cents.
I don't buy it. Tell you what, I'll go swimming at daybreak in the water tower, ice and all, if he comes out here.
Greetings,
Mr. Bedloe.
I'll get my bathing suit and ice pick.
Mr. Bedloe, why are you here?
Why am I here? Why, my dear lady, when I heard that the good people of the Shady Rest were in distress, only one thought entered my mind.
To come out and kick us while we're down.
That hurts. However, I shall carry on, process the insurance claims, see that fair play is done.
Wait a minute. You mean you're here to process the insurance claim to repair the cannonball?
Well, why else should I be here?
I can think of 100 reasons. But believe me, helping us isn't one of
Order, please. Order in the court.
Well, wait a minute, Mr. Bedloe. What do you mean order in the court? This isn't a court of law.
Any dang fool can see it's a hotel lobby.
Well, Mr. Bedloe?
No, Mrs. Bradley, this is not a court of law per se. It is rather a quasi-official inquest into the causes, responsibilities, and delinquencies, if any, pertinent to the derailment and subsequent suspension of service of the common carrier known officially as the CNFW number 8, or unofficially or colloquially as the Cannonball.
What'd he say? I don't know, but he sure said it good. We ought to have him give a talk at our lodge meeting.
Now, we're all here for the purpose of processing the claims so vital to the resumption of rail service in this lovely little valley.
Kate, it looks like he's really trying to help us. What do we do?
Well, we give him the benefit of the doubt, and we cooperate with him to the best of our ability, stand behind him foursquare, and watch him like a hawk.
Now then, were there any witnesses to the accident? Oh, Mr. Pratt, Mr. Smoot, 2 witnesses.
3.
3?
Yeah, me and Charlie and Earl Farley's cow. Earl Farley's cow couldn't be a witness, Floyd. She was standing right there by the track, clear-eyed as all get out.
Well, I'll indicate that the cow was on the scene.
Lillian Gish.
Lillian Gish?
Earl always names his cows after famous movie stars. Got a bull named Milton Sills. Oh, you ain't helping the man none. I thought it was. Seems to be a stickler for details.
Well, now, when the Cannonball came around this dead man's curve, how fast was it going?
14 miles an hour.
13 miles an hour. Well, what was it, 14 or 13?
Have it his way. Don't make no difference anyhow. We was gonna run off the track with all them ties missing.
What did you say? What ties missing?
4 in a row, right where he ripped them up for fuel.
Oh, what a pity. We haven't a leg to stand on.
What's that?
Well, obvious case of negligence on the train crew's part. Insurance will be denied. Case is closed.
You mean you, as an official of the CNFW Railroad, are going to say that your own company was negligent?
How can I be anything but honest?
But that means the Cannonball will never run again.
What a crying shame. Oh, they won't be working on the railroad.
Why, Mr. Bedloe, you still in Hooterville?
Yes, I'm still here. When does that Andy Parker's jitney service leave for Springfield? Supposed to have left 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, maybe he did.
I've been here for 30 minutes.
Sure don't take much to make you lose your charm, does it?
Hi, Dave. Hey. Hi, everybody. Say, Kate, as long as you call this meeting, why don't you take over?
Oh, thanks, Sam. Well, I'm going to make it short and sweet because you all know what it's about. The Cannonball is broken down, and it's going to cost $300 to fix her up. Now, Uncle Joe and I went to the A&K Foundry today, and they seem to understand our problems. First, I offered to put up the Shady Rest as security, but I ran into a little bad luck. They asked to look at my books. Now, the one thing we all want to do, I'm sure, is to save the
Tucker,
cannonball.
you got a phone number for this alleged jitney service? Sure, it's written down right alongside the phone over there.
Payment in the form of a note signed by all of us. In other words, if 10 of us put up $30 or the equivalent amount in the form of a note, we've got the cannonball back. Now, what do you say?
I, for one, think it's a great idea.
Well, for two, we second the motion.
Well, let me see a show of hands for cash or security. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just saved the cannonball.
You hear that, Bedlow? Shows you got to get up pretty early in the morning to get the best of Joe Carson in a business deal.
What do you got to do with it?
I was the first one to put up my hand.
There you are, Mr. Bedlow. Here's your fare, Andy.
This is Andy Parker?
Yes?
Been here all the time?
Yeah.
What was I trying to get him on the phone for?
Well, that's your business.
Why didn't you tell me he was here?
You didn't ask me.
I'll be glad to get rid of you people that
Well, now what's happened? Where's he gone? Who, Andy? Oh, he's probably out warming up his jitney. He don't hold much with folks that stand around ranting and raving.
Charlie, Floyd, I'd like to talk to you a minute.
Sure, Ben. Why, we're always glad to talk to one of our backers, Ben.
It's about the cannonball picking up my apple crop.
Yeah? Well, we always pick up your apple crop, Ben. Always.
Yeah, but I'd like it done a little different from now on.
Oh?
Yeah, from now on, instead of me lugging all the crates to the crossing, I'd like you to make a stop at the end of each row of trees.
Golly, Ben, that'd be a lot of stopping and going.
Well, could be. But when you're part owner of a train, you got a right to request a certain amount of stopping and going.
Well, I don't know about that, Ben.
Would making it an order instead of a request clear things up for you?
An order?
You heard me.
And so did I. Boys, from now on, when you make your afternoon run, I'd like for you not to blow your whistle at my crossing.
Not blow the whistle in the crossing?
It makes my cows skittish.
Boy, I don't know for a train not to whistle at a crossing.
Now, you just hold your horses. It's my crossing and partly my train. So you just consider that an order, too. Come on, Ben.
Yeah, a double order.
Are you coming? That jitney's just sitting out there burning up the gas.
No, my good man, I think I'll stay on here for a few days after all.
Well, suit yourself.
Oh, that lovely dissension.
Here, girls. Just stretch this out across there. Doesn't it look good, Kate? We're going to hang it up down at the Shady Rest Station.
It's wonderful, Uncle Joe.
This is a proud day, the return of the cannonball.
Oh, Mr. Bedlow, be careful of those steps. The carpet is loose.
Kate, why'd you tell him to spoil everything?
Aren't you a little premature with all this?
What do you mean?
You're assuming that your little band of incompetents will actually succeed. I say, let us see.
Well, for your information, Mr. Bedlow, we have succeeded. Right at this moment, the cannonball is preparing to leave Hooterville.
On her remaiden voyage.
Big day, Charlie.
Yeah.
Have a cigar. Have a cigar. Oh, Andy, have a cigar.
Hey, this is a big day, ain't it?
Well, Sam ain't handed out cigars since the day he got the meat
No.
slice.
Come on, fellas, let's get aboard.
Just a minute. You men aren't going on our cannonball smoking those cigars.
Now, Maud, what right have you to give an order like that?
The right of a stockholder.
Well, we're all stockholders, too.
Yeah.
Well, this train is not leaving until this matter is settled. You're the conductor. You settle it.
Now, Floyd, it seems like you're the logical feller.
Yeah.
Aren't we too early? Well, you never can tell. Charlie might try to show off and make a record run.
Look what I got for him in case he does. That's something I saw on TV, where the good car crashes through, see, and beats the bad car. What's with you?
I was just thinking, what if the paper's too tough for the cannonball to crash through?
Pedro, your radiance spreads over this valley like a swarm of locusts.
Pay no attention to him. Come on, we better rehearse.
For what?
You'll see. All right. Ready? 1 and 2 and...
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. What's the best train on the track?
I may need Dramamine.
What a way to enjoy a cigar.
Golly, Sam, it was practically a civil war. I had to make some compromise.
Well, on the basis of this, you're no Abe Lincoln.
If I had my way, you men wouldn't be smoking at all.
Careful, Maud, or I'll open my sack on you.
What do you suppose is keeping them?
They'll be along soon.
Want to rehearse your cheer again?
Better not. My pom-pom is beginning to molt.
Maybe the train won't come. Maybe you took a wrong turn.
The cannonball will get here, and it'll get here on time.
When's on time?
When it gets here.
I believe I'll just open this window.
And I bleed, I'll just close it.
The air smells good.
It muffles my hair.
Well, then take your hair off and put it in a box till we get to fish. Come on. I'm beginning to lose my fondness for you.
What do you think's coming down the track?
What?
Nothing.
You hear that, Mr. Bedlow? That's the cannonball.
We just sound this side of Kate Smith. Watch it out.
Hey, she broke through.
1, That's funny. Maybe we ought to do it again. 1 and a 2.
Wait a minute, Uncle Joe. Boys, what's the matter? This is a happy occasion.
The worst run we ever had.
The worst.
Well, why? And where is everybody?
Meeting in there.
Eating over what?
You name it, and they're meeting over it. Sam wants the windows up. Maud wants the windows down. Annie wants the seats forward. Hattie wants the seats backwards. The men want to smoke. The women don't want them to. Ben Miller says, stop at every row of trees. Mosley says, don't blow the whistle. Everybody telling us what to do. Us, with a combined 67 years of railroading, telling us how to run a train.
Look, girls, you go on up and fix a nice snack for everybody. And Uncle Joe, you help him, huh? Boys, give me a hand up, will you?
Good thinking, Kate. Persuading's a lot easier when you're talking to a full stomach.
You know, I don't blame you fellas feeling the way you do. I understand what you're going through.
I'm glad somebody understands. Even if it's only you.
That's all right. I don't bear a grudge. You know, we railroaders must stick together against them.
What do you mean? What can we do?
Well, I know what I'd do if I were you.
What?
Come with me. Well, I guess the sum and substance of it is, as long as any one of us owns a share, we're going to open our yaps. When we get our money back, we'll close them.
And that about sums it up, huh? Well, we can't get any money, so I guess I'll have to talk to Floyd and Charlie and see if we can get them to live with it. And knowing what gentlemen they are, I'm sure they'll cooperate.
We quit?
Wonder why they do a thing like that.
Well, that's what I'd like to know. Floyd! Charlie! Floyd! Charlie!
Hi, Kate. You want us?
What are you doing up there?
Enjoying our retirement. Enjoying it a lot.
Retirement? Where did you get such a silly idea?
We were advised by our counsel.
Your counsel?
How do, Miss Bradley?
I might have known. Come out of there, you soggy Benedict Arnold.
Boys, come down here. I want to talk to you.
Have your people agreed to cease interfering in the railroad?
Well, no.
I thought not. Come, Charles, your turn to dive for the nickel.
Wait a minute. Boys, if you don't come down out of there, I'm going to pull down that spout and drain every drop of water out of that tank.
We'll hold the trump cards. Why not? Come on, men.
What are you going to do, Kate?
Oh, I don't know, but we can't let Homer Bedloe get away with this.
That's for sure. Here they come.
Boys... Oh.
All right, Kate, we're covered.
Oh, are you covered?
These suits was all we could find in the baggage car. They're a little old-fashioned.
You should have tried wearing mail sacks.
Now, just a minute. Don't let her intimidate you or change the subject. Mrs. Bradley, these men have had it. They're going to work for me on the main line and leave the cannonball.
Is that true, fellas?
Well, it would be nice to get back to the big time.
And folks was mean to us.
Cramming here, you that thin-skinned? Look at the other side of it. If you had the rector, none of this would ever happen.
Well, it wasn't our fault.
Somebody else take up them ties?
No, I took them. But I wasn't the worm that ate holes in them.
Kate, that's the core of the whole matter. If there's any fault, it's them wormhole ties.
You know you're right. And Mr. Bedloe, think what that means.
What does it mean?
Well, after all, the CNFW is the legal owner of the cannonball.
Well?
And the legal owner is responsible for maintenance of the tracks.
So?
So, I'm afraid, Mr. Bedloe, your company is in for a whopper of a lawsuit.
The Home Office hates that sort of thing.
Ben Miller, he lost 3 crates of apples because they couldn't be delivered.
Conrad Mosley told me he lost 8 cans of cream, had them go sour on waiting on the siding.
And don't forget the widow Jenkins. She was all set to run off with a traveling salesman, and before she could get to Hooterville, he had traveled.
You can hardly put a price on a broken heart.
Mr. Bedloe, almost anybody in this valley could drum up a lawsuit against the CNFW. Even the Shady Rest lost business.
Let's stick them for a bundle.
Wait a minute. Isn't there something we can do? Something to clear up this whole ugly mess?
Yes, Mr. Bedloe, there might be.
Nice to get her money back, but I'm still interested.
And you're 30. And Sam, yours.
I still like my...
Maud, here's yours. Ben,
Thank you.
here's yours. And Andy, there's yours.
I still like to pick up the apples.
Well, boys, the cannonball is yours to run as you wish, just as it's always been.
Now, I hope you're satisfied. My pockets are empty.
Oh, ain't that a shame? It sure is. Come on, Mr. Bedloe, we're gonna help you out.
What do you mean? How?
We're all going to the water tower, and we'll help you dive for your nickel.
I've done it again.
Petticoat Junction.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
This should make a lovely dress, Henrietta.
Well, that fabric runs a little steep, Selma. 60 cents a yard.
The price is no object. It'll look stunning on you, dear.
Mother, I don't care too much for that striped effect.
Mother knows what she's doing. It'll hide some of that baby fat. Sam, I think I'll take 3 yards of this and 2 of this.
Okay, I'll cut it for you.
All right.
Oh, be right with you, Kate.
Hi, Henrietta. Good morning, Miss Elma.
Oh, Mrs. Bradley.
Mrs. Bradley. What happened to Kate?
Oh, you do cling to the common touch, don't you? Very well, Kate. Oh, Sam, I meant to tell you I'll pay cash as usual. It'll help balance out for some of your always charging customers.
Selma, I've been noticing your hat.
Oh, do you like it?
The flowers are lovely. But you ought to get busy and clear out some of that crabgrass.
Gee, you didn't save that brilliant remark for the Women's Club on Wednesday. It would have opened the meeting with such a nice, dull thud.
Here you are, Selma. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There you are. Come along, Henrietta. You have a fitting with Mademoiselle Louise in Pixley. Bye, Kate.
Mademoiselle Louise. Before she moved from Crabwell Corner, she was just plain old Lizzie Blodgett.
Well, Lizzie or Louise, she sure gets a fancy price for her dresses. As much as $12, I hear.
Yeah, well, it's Selma's money. Sam, how are your cantaloupes?
Selma's sure making a big investment in Henrietta. High-priced yardage, expensive dressmakers, dolling her up at the beauty parlor.
Mm-hmm.
She's up to something. You got any idea what it is?
Oh, I know. Rhubarb.
You know what I think? I think Selma's getting Henrietta all fancied up to hook some fella.
And 6 bunches of carrots.
The kind of money she's spending, it ain't any local boy. Got to be a city fella.
You mean like Steve Elliott?
Well, you finally got the hint.
And a lug of tomatoes.
Kate, I thought your Billy Joe was sweet on Steve Elliott.
That's right.
Well, if it was just Henrietta, I wouldn't open my yap. But when Selma Plout starts spinning her web...
Sam, I'm staying out of it.
Wonder what's taking Kate so long.
Mr. Carson!
Uh-oh. That voice had a familiar rattle to it. I thought so. Loudmouth Incorporated.
Get on the train, dear. Oh, Mr. Carlson, you are just the man I've been looking for.
You're too late, Selma. I already bought my Girl Scout cookies.
I just want to tell you that the people of the entire valley owe you a deep debt of gratitude.
Oh, it was nothing. Sooner or later, some other genius would have come up with the idea of putting decoy telephone poles between the real ones to confuse the woodpeckers.
I didn't mean that. I'm talking about your brilliant business venture with Steve Elliott.
Oh, that. When the Carson Elliott dynasty gets underway, LaGuardia Airport's going to look like a landing strip for sparrows.
Oh, I hope I'm not too late to get in on the ground floor. Of course, I'm only a poor widow with a few $1,000s.
You're in.
Of course, my cash is all tied up in farmland.
You're out.
However, I could use your crop dusting service 2 or 3 times a week.
You're in again.
And I must admit I carry a lot of influence with the other farmers, which should give your firm additional revenue.
You're in with both feet.
Oh!
Selma, when you start drawing dividends, we not only will triple your investment, we'll quintuple it.
Oh.
But on hot days, you'll be fanning yourself with $1,000 bills.
I can hardly wait. Oh, no, you dear man. Oh, Mr. Carson. Tell Steve he has the best wishes of Selma Plant and her lovely eligible daughter, Henrietta, who not only is a good cook, but is the only girl in the valley with a cash drawer in her hope chest.
There goes a fine woman. What do you know about finance? Your pitiful little world's full of nothing but chasing cats and burying bones. Yes, sir. With Selma and her money behind us, our dynasty will take off like a rocket. Steve, will you stop that pounding and pay attention? This is the president of the Carson Elliott Company speaking.
Yeah, well, if this plane falls apart in the air, there won't be any company.
Like I was saying about her daughter, Henrietta ain't the best looker in the world. And on the other hand, she ain't the worst looker either. But with a mother like Selma, it just ain't her fault. You'll come to think of it, Steve, I can't think of a better wife for our business. With her at home waiting for you, you'll be just aching to put in longer hours. What do you think?
Well, I hate to say it, but that whole rudder control's got to come out.
Will you pay attention? You don't think of Henrietta as a girl. Think of her as a runway, a hangar, control tower.
It's just got to come out.
See, you can't expect her to come to you. She ain't the pushy type. You've got to go after her.
Hey, Floyd, what's holding us up? Hold your horses, will you?
Henrietta, will you please let me help you aboard?
Just a little longer, Floyd. Maybe he'll... I mean, 1 more minute won't make that much difference, will it?
Well, the heck it won't. We're due to pick up Clint Bleeker's squash at 11:06. He's got an awful temper, and if we're late... Did you ever try to scrape Hubbard's squash off a locomotive?
Surely 1 little minute.
Floyd, come here.
What do you want, Charlie?
For crying out loud, Mr. Conductor, will you please help that girl aboard so we can get going?
She don't want me to help her.
Oh, so that's the way it is. Hey, Floyd!
What do you want, Charlie?
What time did Steve Elliott say he was coming back from the state capitol?
I didn't know he went. I get it.
About midnight, didn't he say?
But at least, maybe even later. Say 1 or 2 o'clock.
Well, isn't this train ever going to get moving? I've got important things to do today.
Charles, you may only be an engineer, but you think like a conductor.
Well, I'm glad one of you showed up. I thought I was going to have to fix lunch by myself. Why don't you tell me you were going out? I already set a place for you.
I'm not going out.
Then why the glamour?
Oh, Mother, can't a girl look presentable?
Well, yeah, presentable is all right, but don't you think you're carrying things a little too far, wearing your weekend eyelashes on Thursday afternoons?
Will you stop ringing that bell?
Well, if you can toot the train whistle, I can ring this bell.
Here, boys. Hi.
Hello, Billy Joe. Hi, Kate.
Hi. That was good time, and we're just about to have lunch.
Well, thank you, but we can't. We're running behind schedule.
Yeah, we've had a lot of delays, and, hey, Billy Joe, how come you're wearing your weekend eyelashes on Thursday afternoon?
What'd you have on your mind, boys?
Well, Sam Drucker got this here phone call, and we're supposed to find out.
Didn't you tell Mr. Drucker the answer is still no? I'm not going out with anybody who calls.
Yeah, we told him, but this time the call wasn't for you.
Oh.
It's for Steve.
Oh, well, he'll be down in a minute. He's upstairs taking a bath.
We ain't got time to wait. We got a railroad to run.
Yeah, we're 27 minutes behind schedule.
If you give me the message, I'll see that Steve gets it.
Okay. That's funny. I had it a minute ago.
That is funny because it was never wrote down. Don't you remember when we come out of Sam Drucker's store, you says to me, Charlie, Sam's give us a phone message to give to Steve.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. I was standing there when the call come in from Selma. And she was talking so loud you could hear her clean over by the pickle barrel.
That's nice. That's real nice. But the message?
The message. Selma, it is very important that you get this message straight. Sam. I will, Selma.
Boy, did you get to the part about what Selma said?
The message. Selma, tell Steve there's no time to write a note because my beautiful daughter, Henrietta, has impulsively prepared Oysters Rockefeller for tonight's dinner. Since there's only the two of us, it would be a good opportunity for you to enjoy a good home-cooked meal for a change. RSVP.
Well, that's Selma Plout of all
That was very well said, Floyd. Goodbye, boys.
I forgot something. Signed, Selma Plout and her ravishing daughter, Henrietta.
Mom, they're fighting dirty, and I've got to fight back the same way.
Well, I suppose you could,
No, it's got to be dirtier than that. This is a case for Uncle Joe. I know Selma Plout has promised to back your airplane empire, but does that mean she has to steal my boyfriend for Henrietta?
Billy Joe, you're just too young to understand the executive thinking at the top level.
And I don't care about it. I'm your niece.
Well, you got a point there. Blood is thicker than water.
Oh, Uncle Joe.
On the other hand, gold is thicker than blood. But tears is thicker than both of them. Don't you worry, honey. Uncle Joe will think of some plausible excuse why Steve can't be at Selma's for dinner.
Uncle Joe, you're a doll.
Oh, my. You just kissed a 180-pound rat.
Mother, you let him in. Henrietta, you get a grip on yourself. Now relax. Be confident. After all, you've done the best with what you've got. Oh, what a pity you don't favor my side of the family.
Mom, Steve's nice, but I don't know how he feels towards me.
Always bringing up trivial objections. Picture this, dear. There you are on Steve's arm, marching out of the church under a triumphal arch of crossed swords. The least you could do for your mother is to give her a son-in-law who's head of his own airline. Darling, think of the status, the prestige.
Mr. Carson, come in.
Hi, Henrietta. Hi, Selma.
Where is Steve?
Oh, he couldn't come. There was an emergency.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Business?
He had to fly the veterinary up to the state park. The top bear had an attack of appendicitis. Oh, don't worry, ma'am. With all that fur, the scar won't show.
I mean Henrietta's lovely dinner. She slaved all day over a hot stove.
Well, that's why I come. Don't you fret your little head, Henrietta. Just lead me to them Oysters Rockefeller. I guess the least I can do for my partner need his share, too. While we're stuffing ourselves with oysters, Selma, I'll tell you how I've been building Steve up with your proposition.
There she goes. Good old Cannonball with its cargo of boredom, chugging merrily from Hooterville to Pixley, then the eventful trip back from Pixley to Hooterville, with perhaps an enthralling 2-minute stop at Skullhole's Crossing. I tell you, it's a never-ending succession of throbbing, pulsating excitement. No, I don't believe it.
Girls, hold it. There. Now, what is it?
We were just asking you got the cannonball.
Only this time. You.
There we were, sitting on the porch, and the cannonball... Oh, my gosh, I'm speechless. You tell her. And the cannonball stopped, and guess who got off? They're right out there, both of them, and they...
Who's there?
Sam!
All that excitement because Selma has come to visit?
Hurry up, dear. Put them down, dear. Well, what kind of a hotel is this? Where do I register?
You mean you want to register in my hotel?
We'll be staying here while my house is being painted.
Oh, well, then it'll just be for a day or two.
Well, there's no telling. The painter says it may take from, 6 to 9 coats.
Say, what, did you want 2 singles or a double?
We'll take room number 6.
That's occupied. It's Steve's room.
Oh, it is? Well, then we'll take number 5 across the hall.
That's what I thought. Girls, take your guest luggage up to number 5.
I'll get Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe is indisposed. He had a sudden attack of oysters Rockefeller.
This way, please.
A question. Just in case Steve should happen to ask me to go for a ride in his plane tonight, would you let me? Mom, wasn't that Selma Plout that just went up the stairs?
Yep. And Henrietta.
Well, why are Bobby and Betty carrying their luggage? They wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't let... You did.
Look, this is a hotel, and they're staying a few days while their house is being painted.
Mom, Selma just had her house painted 2 months ago. I mean, why would they tell you a story like that and check in here? Why?
Because Selma is a conniving, scheming, underhanded individual. She is also something very near and dear to my heart.
What?
A paying guest.
Hey.
Oh, Uncle Joe, you're just in time to help me polish the silver.
I just solved her problem.
Uncle Joe, the silver.
Oh, the silver can wait. I just thought of a way to get rid of her.
Get rid of who?
Selma Plout.
Why would you get rid of the financial backer of the Carson Elliott dynasty who's going to put them into orbit?
Ain't your mother. You should know that blood is thicker than gold.
You can go. What does that mean?
She may have fooled you, but she didn't fool me. She's using my empire as a subterfuge. She's trying to get Steve for Henrietta.
Uncle Joe, the silver.
Kate, we've got to get Selma out of the hotel. And I figured out a way so we don't get sued. We simply throw a head full of bees through her transom.
Oh, look crazy. Look, you are staying out of it, and I am staying out of it. Uncle Joe, the silver.
Drop your handkerchief. Oh, Mother, I can't. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Pardon me, but I believe you dropped your handkerchief.
Oh, Henrietta, how can you do this to your mother?
Joe? Well, she's all ready. How do you like that moon? Great night for flying. Oh, excuse me. I thought you were...
Oh, Steve! Oh, this is where you keep your plane. Oh, it is a beauty, isn't it, dear? I guess so. Oh, Steve, you're absolutely right. Oh, you're so right. It's not only a great night for flying, but it's a romantic night as well.
Do you fly, Mrs. Plow?
Oh, all the time. In jets, of course. Oh, but I want Henrietta to experience the thrill of flying in an open plane with a first-rate pilot. Wouldn't you just love that, dear? Oh, see, she's so thrilled she can hardly talk. Get in the plane, dear.
I can't understand what's delaying Billy Joe.
Oh, I don't think she'll show up. The poor dear complained of a pounding headache. Get in the plane, dear.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Gosh, I've been pounding on that door for 20 minutes. I no sooner found this flashlight for Steve when bang went the door. Who could have been so stupid?
Not stupid, smart. That's Selma Plow. This time she's gone too far. From this minute on, I'm no longer staying out of it.
We never turn you down, Kate, but this time you're just asking the impossible.
Yeah, Kate, we're sorry.
But, boy, Selma Plow isn't interested in Steve as a person. All she wants is a flyer in the family so she can brag and feel important.
Well, we'd help you if Steve wasn't involved.
Yeah, you're asking us to give aid and comfort to the enemy.
You call Steve Elliott the enemy?
Well, he flies a plane, don't he?
It's the age-old battle to the death between the noble iron horse and the vultures of the sky. That's exactly what it is.
Now, what do you want us to do?
All right, Aunt Selma?
No, thank you. Not that it isn't delicious. In fact, it really isn't bad at all, considering that you have so much to do that your mind probably was somewhere else.
Thanks, Selma. That's high praise coming from you, seeing as how you always say what you mean.
I'll help clean up that eggplant. To balance it off, give me a couple more of them lamb chops. Shame Steve had to miss this dinner.
Oh, he'll be here in time for dessert.
Such a charming young man. I guess Steve is the most eligible bachelor we've had around here in years. Oh, I'm certainly happy to be in a position to further his career.
Hi, everybody.
Good evening.
Hi, boys. You're just in time for pie and coffee.
Where's Steve?
He's coming.
Come on, kid.
Hi, everybody.
Make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to have you all meet the new brakeman on the cannonball.
He didn't do so bad for the first day. You gotta remember, Steve, when you finish waving your red flag at Stover's Crossing, you gotta roll it up, or Bud Larkin's bull will follow the train clean into Pixley.
I remember that, Mrs. Smoot.
You are working on the cannonball?
Best bosses I ever had.
What about our company?
Oh, flying is all right, but railroading, well, it's steady, less dangerous. And it makes me feel like part of the community.
Pie, Selma?
No, thank you. I'm not hungry.
Well, there's your train. It was nice having you.
Thank you.
And, you're welcome back, Selma, anytime you have your house painted again.
Goodbye.
I'll take these.
Never mind. Henrietta carried them in and she can carry them out.
Here, I'll take these.
Well, we certainly had a narrow escape. Think how I'd have felt watching you march out of church under an arch of crossed oil cans.
You know, Kate, Steve turning his back on our dynasty may have surprised you. But I knew right from the start he was a flighty kind.
Well, after all, he is a pilot.
Ain't funny, Kate. Nobody laughed the day the Roman Empire collapsed.
So you mean that you believe that... You think that Steve actually... Well, no, it was all an act to get Steve out of Selma Plow's claws.
Ain't my policy to hire relatives. But anytime you get tired of running the hotel the Carson Elliott Company could use a good idea, man.
Let me invite you to spend your Saturday in Hooterville with Green Acres in Petticoat Junction. And y'all can watch all morning for a slight surcharge. It's a good deal. Hooterville Saturday, tomorrow morning, starting at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, only on TV Land.
Now, stay tuned for That Girl, next on Nick at Night's TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
It made me feel tingly all over. Me too.
I could just see them native blue owls sailing into the sunset on their surfboards. Lucky we got this young fellow with us for the almost annual charity show.
Oh, yes. I predict that they will be the hit of the evening.
Excuse me, did you say almost annual charity show?
Oh, we don't get around to it every year. The last one was 3 years ago.
That was the year that Uncle Joe introduced his famous fire-eating act.
Oh, they needed a new Elks Hall anyhow.
Oh, well, let's all go out and have some apple pie and coffee.
Oh, great.
You know, with this act to build around, I think this year's show's going to be the best ever. I couldn't be happier.
Oh, it's me, Selma Plum.
Oh, there goes my happiness.
So glad you're all here. I just stopped by to tell you the thrilling news. I am to be in charge of this year's charity show.
That's about as thrilling as a cyclone warning.
You're going to be in charge?
Yes. The committee, under its able chairman, Samuel Drucker, voted my appointment unanimously.
Mom, I thought you were putting on the show.
Well, I assumed I was. I always have.
Well, perhaps this year they wanted a professional touch.
What were you, a professional wrestler?
Sticks and stones, Mr. Carson. Oh, Steve, you dear boy. I want you to play a prominent part in this year's show. Now, have you ever thought of singing in a duet?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, Billy Joe and I have been rehearsing a number.
And they're terrific.
Yeah, they're very good, Selma, even though I say it.
Splendid. Then it'll be even better with the change I have in mind.
The change?
Yes, your voice will blend in joyous song with that of my silver-throated daughter, Henrietta.
Perhaps you didn't understand, Mrs. Plow. I said I've already been rehearsing a number with Billy Joe.
Your voice will blend in joyous song with that of my silver-throated daughter, Henrietta.
Mrs. Plow.
Or it will not blend at all. Well?
All right, then it won't blend at all.
You're refusing? Oh, I think twice about that, young man. You, a newcomer to the Valley, refusing to be in the charity show? What kind of an impression do you think that will create?
Possibly the impression that I can't be bullied by you, Mrs. Plow.
Never.
Mrs. Cloud, it's all right. Steve will sing the duet with Henrietta.
Oh, what?
Really, I don't mind. I think it'd be much better with Henrietta.
Well, I think it would be
Honest, I'd rather have it that way.
Well, then it's all settled. Toodaloo, everybody. Oh, There'll be another Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald. Give me some men who are stout-hearted men.
Well, she's part right. Henrietta does look a little like Nelson Eddy.
What can I do for you?
Explain.
Explain what?
How Selma Plout got unanimously elected head of the charity show.
Oh, well, you just explained it. She was unanimously elected by the committee.
Who's on the committee, Sam?
Well, there's the postmaster and the justice of the peace and the county clerk and the water commissioner.
Sam, you are all those things.
Say, so I am. Well, that makes for a very efficient committee. We don't have much trouble getting together.
I'm waiting.
Well, Kate, it was greed that done it.
Greed?
Yeah, Selma asked for the job, and I said no. And then she said if I'd appoint her, she'd pay up her entire bill to date in full.
Those are the magic words, huh?
Kate, you don't know how it is to run a store for 30 years and finally have somebody offer to pay their bill in full to date.
Kind of dazzles you, huh?
Hey, it makes you so lightheaded and giddy you don't know what you're doing.
Then, for your sake, I won't pay up my bill.
Hi, Kate.
I'm all ready, boys.
Well, Kate, service on the Cannonball has been temporarily suspended.
Yeah, we got to rehearse for our starring role in Selma's show.
Oh. Now it's Selma's show.
Sure, she's even come up with a new title for it.
The Wonderful World of Selma Plout.
Petticoat Junction will return after these messages.
Places, everybody! Places! Showtime! Showtime! Are you ready, Maestro? A little more on the string. No, not so much in the woodwind.
Who's she talking to? Well, it beats me. They ain't a soul around.
Don't look now, but I think she's rehearsing.
What for, the funny farm?
Oh, there you are. I was just going over the opening number. All right, people. Take 5. That's showbiz talk. Oh, Kate. Came to see a professional at work, huh? Excellent, my dear. It shows an admirable willingness to learn.
Oh, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to learn at the feet of someone so much older and wiser.
You're so sweet. Now, come on, let's get on with rehearsal.
Yeah, we're just down to see what our big important part is.
Yeah, you said we had a real big part to show.
You have. You come on at the very beginning.
Yeah, what do we do?
And you stay there throughout.
Yeah, what do we do?
Everyone will see you.
Yeah, what do we do?
You carry me on stage.
Yeah, what? That's what we do.
Now, about costume. You will wear this while bearing me in on my royal litter. Of course, you know what role I play.
A litter butt?
I am Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile.
Hey, look at this! Way on a weird star!
Oh, you idiot! Get down from there! Get over there!
Selma, carrying you on the stage is just fine, but what about our act?
Your act?
Sure, we've been working on it a long time.
They're very good, Selma. They'd be an addition to the show.
I shall be the sole judge of that. Very well. You may audition.
Steam, cinders, and smoke. Steam, cinders, and smoke. It's a long, long track, but we're glad we're back to steam, cinders, and smoke. Steam, cinders, and smoke. Steam, cinders, and smoke. A pension plan for a railroad man is a mighty fine thing, they say. And after 20 years, there's a few sad tears when they say today's the day. Oh, you fish a little bit and you hunt a little bit and you tend a little garden plot. There's a lump in your throat when you hang up your coat, and a memory's all you got of a life of steam, cinders, and smoke. Steam, cinders.
All right. I'm sorry, but what I'm looking for now is a production number.
Selma, you are in luck.
Boys, give us a production number.
Wow.
This is for a worthy cause. All right, Myrtle, I'll cancel you out.
Ticket selling a little slow, Sam?
A little slow. This rack was almost empty. Pretty near sold out till word got around that Selma Platt was running the show. Boy, I sure don't know how she ever wormed her way into this.
Want to be reminded?
No, thanks. I already explained how I couldn't help myself. There's another one. Getting so I hate to hear that phone ring.
Let me get it for you. Drucker's door. Oh, hi, Ben. This is Kate Bradley. Uh-huh. Yeah, what? Wait a minute, Ben. You know there are going to be other acts besides Selma. Well, sure, Steve Elliott's going to sing a duet with... No, with Henrietta. Bad choice. What else is going on?
Fred Ziffel.
Ben, you're going to love this one. Fred Ziffel and his talented pig Arnold are whipping up a whole new act for this year's show. Well, it's kind of top secret. Well, I can tell you this much. Fred sent all the way to Marineland to get one of those big rubber balls. And it's so cute the way he can balance it on his nose. No, not Arnold. Fred.
At the end of the act, does the pig throw Fred a fish?
What'd you say, Ben? Well, all right. But look, would you do me a favor? Would you just show up? And if you're not pleased, it won't cost you a cent. You will? Oh, Ben, would you spread the word around? This deal is the same deal for one and all. Yeah, thanks.
Are you running a fever or something?
How else you going to raise money? You're not selling any tickets. At least if we can get them there, we can pass the hat.
After they hear Henrietta, we'll be lucky to get the hat back.
You ever see anything so nauseating? I got an idea. We'll slip a little ether in her throat spray, and then
Uncle Joe, we are going to do everything we can to make this evening a success. Is that clear?
Well, it ain't going to be a success, and you know it. You give a plug nickel for that. You're the only one that's ever made this show a success. You're the only one that'll do it again.
I am not running the show this time, so forget it and cooperate with Selma.
I thought you kids were supposed to be out front, usher.
What's to usher? Nobody will sit in the front seats. They're all standing in the back for a fast getaway. It's going to be the worst flop in Hooterville history. Except for Tommy Bowen. He's making a fortune selling rotten tomatoes outside. I wish she'd stay in her dressing room and never come out.
Hey, maybe she will. Will you two cooperate?
With one of your schemes?
It's for a good cause.
Is it something low and rotten?
To the core.
We'll do it.
Petticoat Junction will return after these messages.
watch the lightning. You can handle the thunder.
What about the rain?
That'll be his job. Come on, boy. As soon as we start the rain, you spray the window.
Are you scared?
Kind of. But if they catch us, we'll grab him. Well, who'd hit you with a little dog in your arms?
I have to rest until curtain time.
Oh, you poor girl. You haven't heard, have you?
What?
Ain't you had your radio on, your TV? Don't you take a newspaper? Well, that explains it.
Explains what?
You're not hearing about the big storm that's coming down on us. Cyclone Selma. Hurricane Hannah. It'll be here any minute.
Nonsense. It was clear as anything a half hour ago.
I'm telling you, we got word text straight from Telstar. It's headed straight for Hooterville. I said the storm's headed straight for Hooterville.
Hey, don't use too much of that stuff. Don't worry.
Wait, you can get struck with thunder.
It'll be your turn in a minute.
And my public. Oh! What will happen to them?
Don't worry, they're being saved by a storm. They're staying at home in droves.
You mean the show won't go on?
Not in a storm like this. Wait till it starts to rain. I said, wait till it starts to rain. Here she is, right on schedule.
Where's Selma? It's curtain time.
We're here. Sure, we're ready. Kate, if you'd like to take Selma's place, climb aboard.
Yeah, you could be a sit-in.
I'll go look for her.
No, let's spare the audience as long as possible.
Oh, my show. My dreams, my hopes, my plans, all shattered. I'll go home.
So do you know? You gotta stay here for safety. The storm's getting worse.
Step aside. I'm going home.
That last one was idyllic, wasn't it?
You're going to have to go on, Kate. Selma's a no-show.
Yeah, I guess somebody better get this thing started. Oh, no, the walk will do me good.
Hold the curtain! Hold the curtain! Hold the curtain!
Selma, where have you been?
As if you didn't know. But nothing can stop a trooper. The show must go on. Curtain! Up, and away!
Her mouth's open, but nothing's coming out.
What do you know about that? She's opening the show with a novelty act.
She's got stage fright. Oh, the poor thing.
Yeah, I'm all choked up. Kate, what are you doing?
It's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you realize what it takes to put on a show like this. It takes every ounce of nerve and strength and energy that a person has. And sometimes the strain is so great that something has to give, and that's what happened to our mistress of ceremony, Selma Plout. She's given so much of herself to this worthy cause that, well, she's lost her voice, and she's unable to provide her part of the evening's festivities. Just a minute. I want everyone here to know that Selma Plout has done her level best for this show and for this community. And I want to say here and now that what Selma deserves from all of us is a rising vote of thanks. Now, let's hear it for Selma Plout.
Selma, wasn't it wonderful all them nice things Kate said about you?
What's so wonderful about it? I've been saying those same things for years.
That is fine bell ringing, Henry. And don't you worry, anybody can ring a wrong number. Thank you. Thank you very much for your wonderful reception of the show. And now for the piece de resistance, our own Steve Elliott. Accompanied by Miss Billy Jo Bradley.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. And I believe that someone in that great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry or touch a leaf,
Now, stay tuned for the Ed Sullivan Show, next on TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
স্পাইসি থাকবে না প্লেন থাকবে এরকম?
এটা প্লেনই থাকবে। আমি আজকে করছি সিচিয়ান পেপার বিফ বকচোই আর হোমমেড নুডলস রামেন। অলমোস্ট আমার ডান হয়ে গেছে। আমি এখন ব্রোডটা বানাচ্ছি রামেনের। আমি হচ্ছে তেরিয়াকি চিকেন করতেছি, সাথে হচ্ছে গার্লিক ব্রোকলি অ্যান্ড এটা হচ্ছে যাবে হচ্ছে বাউয়ের সাথে বাউবান। সো আমার সব কিছু অলমোস্ট মানে প্রিপারেশন রেডি, এখন জাস্ট এটা হয়ে গেলে প্লেটিং করব।
আমার আজকের রেসিপি ছিল রোস্টেড টমেটো অ্যান্ড চিজ স্টাফ ক্রিস্পি চিকেন বেস্ট উইথ মাশরুম রিসোটো। আমার অলরেডি মাশরুম রিসোটো করা কমপ্লিট। আমি এখন হচ্ছে রোস্টেড টমেটো অ্যান্ড চিজ স্টাফ ক্রিস্পি চিকেন বেস্টের একবার হচ্ছে শ্যালো ফ্রাই করে নিয়েছি, আমি আরেকবার ফ্রাই করব ক্রিস্পি আনার জন্য।
আজকে আমার ডিশ ছিল কর্ন বিস্ক, আর সাথে আমি সার্ভ করব হচ্ছে গিয়ে কর্ন বল দিয়ে। আর আমার হোমমেড ব্রেড যেটা সেটার সব কিছু শেষ হয়ে গেছে। আশা করি এই টাইমের মধ্যে আমি কমপ্লিট করতে পারবো।
আজকে আমার রেসিপি হচ্ছে একটা টুইস্টেড রেসিপি, যেটা হচ্ছে ডার্ক চকলেট অ্যান্ড চিলি মুস্টার্ড উইথ হচ্ছে গিয়ে স্ট্রবেরি পোলিস অ্যান্ড ক্যারামেলাইজ পপকর্ন অন টপ। আর আমার টার্টটা হবে হচ্ছে গিয়ে কোকোয়া টার্ট। টার্ট শেল বেকিং চলছে, মুজ ফ্রিজিংয়ে আছে, ক্যারামেল সস আর স্ট্রবেরি কোলিসটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে ইন প্রসেস।
ডার্টসান বানাচ্ছি, আর ওখানে আমার অ্যাপেল পাই রেডি, আর ওভেনে আমার পাই আছে, আর আমার একটা কম্পোট রেডি হয়েছে। এটা এখন জাস্ট এটা আমি ফ্রাই করে কম্পোটে ডিপ করব।
সো এটা তো জাস্ট ডার্টসানটা হচ্ছে, রাইট? এন্ড দেন হোয়াটস দ্য প্ল্যান? মানে এটাকে অরেঞ্জ হানি কিভাবে?
অরেঞ্জ হানি সস বানিয়েছি, সসে ডিপ করে দিই জাস্ট।
কি বানাচ্ছেন?
আমার ছিল আজকে চিকেন পাই, তো আমি ওটার প্রিপারেশন করতেছি। সাথে ম্যাশ পটেটো ছিল আর সতে পেয়ার।
আমি মোজারেলা যে উপরে টপিং সসটা যাবে ওইটা রেডি করে ফেলেছি, আর বিটটাও রেডি করে ফেলেছি। নাচোস আমার হয়ে গেছে। নাচোস ডান? জি, ওকে।
সুন্দর, খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে। এই প্লেন থাকবে নাকি?
সস বানাবো কয়েকটা, আর এটা উপরে বিফের উপরে যাবে।
স্পাইসি থাকবে না প্লেন থাকবে এরকম?
এটা প্লেনই থাকবে।
বড়াটা দেখে আসলে এত লোভনীয় লাগছিল যে এটা আগেই এটা ফ্রাই করি, বাট এটা যখন আমি খেলাম সেম প্রবলেম, সেম চিউই লাগছে, ব্লেন্ড হয়নি, সব ভেতরের ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টসগুলো একটু কাঁচা কাঁচা রয়ে গেছে।
আপনাদের টিমটা আই ফেল্ট ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্রংগেস্ট টুডে, অ্যান্ড এক্সপেকটেশন অনেক বেশি ছিল।
জয়পুরহাটের কুমু এবং ঢাকার শিয়াজুতি চলে আসুন আপনাদের রেসিপি নিয়ে।
ওয়ালাইকুম জাজেস। ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। হ্যালো।
আমরা আজকে বানিয়েছি শেফ সাদা ভাত আর কলার থোড়ের হচ্ছে একটা মুইঠা, যেটাকে আমরা বলি চাপও বলি, সোজা কথা বড়া, আর থোড়েরই একটা চাটনি বানিয়েছি বড়ার সাথে খাওয়ার জন্য, মানে টক থোড় আছে এটাতে শুধু ব্লেন্ড করা। আর হচ্ছে কলার মোচা দিয়ে একটা ভাজি বানিয়েছি, এখানে আমি শুধু আলু দিয়েছি কারণ এখানে কোনো প্রোটিন বা অন্য কোনো মাছ মাংস অ্যাড করিনি, যাতে ওইটারই ফ্লেভারটা থাকে।
লুক ওয়াইজ মানে দেখতে খুব ভালো লাগছে, প্রেজেন্টেশন খুবই সুন্দর। বড়াটা দেখে আসলে এত লোভনীয় লাগছিল যে এটা কাইন্ড অফ পেঁয়াজুর মতন মনে হচ্ছিল। বড়া আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছিল আগেই এটা ফ্রাই করি, বাট এটা যখন আমি খেলাম সেম প্রবলেম, সেম চিউই লাগছে, ব্লেন্ড হয়নি, সব ভেতরের ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টসগুলো একটু কাঁচা কাঁচা রয়ে গেছে, স্পাইসেস যা আছে এটার ফ্লেভারগুলো বোঝা যাচ্ছে। আর এটাও থোড় দিয়ে করেছেন না মোচা দিয়ে করেছেন?
এটা
মোচা দিয়ে করেছেন। এটা তো সেম যে ছোটো ছোটো করে কিউব করেছেন, বাট এই যে দু একটা কিউব একটু বড়, এটাও যখন বাইট দিচ্ছি সেম চিউই লাগছে। একমাত্র মনে হয় আমার কাছে আপনাদের চাটনিটা সবচাইতে বেস্ট। মানে এই চাটনিটা আমাকে যদি বলেন খেতে সব কিছু দিয়ে, আমি আপনাদের কাছ থেকে এই রেসিপিটা নিয়ে যাব। চাটনিটা অনেক ভালো, বাট শুধু চাটনি দিয়ে তো পার পাওয়া যাবে না।
আই টোটালি এগ্রি উইথ ম্যাম। এটা দেখে আপনি যখন প্রথমে প্লেটটা রেখেছিলেন আমার অনেক খেতে ইচ্ছা করছিল, অনেক লোভনীয় লাগছিল, বাট অ্যাজ সুন অ্যাজ আই টেক আ বাইট I was expecting it to be crunchy, to crispy হবে, but it's very flat. Chutney, I think it's wow. So chutney ta diye khele overall এটা ভালো লাগে, but by itself খেলে it doesn't taste significant কোনো, it's not tasting wow, it's not tasting any good. Same goes for this. আপনি যেটা বলছেন ওটার সাথে কথার সাথে ফুডটা মিলে না। আপনাদের টিমটা আই ফেল্ট ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্রংগেস্ট টুডে অ্যান্ড এক্সপেকটেশন অনেক বেশি ছিল। আই থট সামথিং গ্রেট ইজ গোয়িং টু কাম আউট অফ ইট, বাট ইট ওয়াজন্ট ইয়োর ডে টুডে।
এটা মুইঠা যেটা বললে বানিয়েছো, ভেরি ড্রাই। ওর মধ্যে অন্য একটা কিছু ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস ইউজ করলে ওটা একটু খেতে ফ্রাঞ্চিনেসও থাকতো, বাট আর একটু সফট হতো, মুখে বাইতে ভালো লাগতো। চাটনিটা ভালো ছিল। আর যেটা আরেকটা করেছো আলুর পিসটা, আর এই যে কলার মোচার পিস, হ্যাঁ একটা কিউব হয়ে গেছে আর আরেকটা কুচি কুচি হয়েছে। ঠিক এইটা যেরকম পিস করা হয়েছিল, আলুটাও যদি সেম পিস করা হতো তখন খেতে ভাল লাগে।
দুটো জিনিস, কস্টিংটা কখন করা হয়েছে?
কস্টিং আমরা হচ্ছে প্লেটিং এর আগে করেছি।
প্লেটিং এর আগে কস্টিং করা হয়েছে? সময় শেষ হওয়ার আগে?
ও পিছনে কস্টিং করছিল, আমি বড় ভাবছিলাম।
দ্যাটস নাম্বার 1। নাম্বার 2 ইজ স্টেশন দেওয়া আছে, কাজ আমরা সব স্টেশনেই করব। আমি এখান থেকে দেখছিলাম যে ইউ গাইজ আর ইউজিং পিছনের ওই টেবলটা। এটা তো একটা আনফেয়ার অ্যাডভান্টেজ হয়ে যায়, রাইট? সবার কাছে একটা স্টেশন আছে, সো উই উইল ইউজ অনলি দ্য স্টেশন। অন্য কোনো প্রপস, পিছনের টেবিল, এগুলো আমরা ইউজ করতে পারবো না। থ্যাংক ইউ।
নারকেলের দুধ দিয়ে ফুলকপির কোরমা।
ওটা থিমটা খুব ভালো ছিল আর কি।
সিম্পল বাট ভেরি নাইস। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। রাইসে লবণ নাই, কিছু নেই, একদম ফ্ল্যাট রাইস।
বাটার প্রন উইথ কোকোনাট মিল্ক, পুরো ব্রেসটা করেছে কোকোনাট মিল্ক দিয়ে।
একটা ব্লাস্ট টাইপের একটা ইয়ে আসে।
এবারে খুলনা থেকে জিনাত হাসান।
নারকেলের দুধ দিয়ে ফুলকপির কোরমা।
মানে কুকিং স্টেশন তো অনেক কিছু ছিল।
আমি চাচ্ছি আমি আমিষও করব, সাথে নিরামিষ নিয়ে কিছু করব, যাতে আমিষের স্বাদটা পাই।
ওটা থিমটা খুব ভালো ছিল আর কি। এটা সাধারণত হয়তো কেউ ভাবিনি আর কি যে এরকম করা যায় আর কি।
ফুলকপির টেস্টটা অনেক মজা, রাইসের মধ্যে প্রপার অ্যামাউন্ট অফ কোকোনাট অ্যান্ড দ্য কোকোনাট ভর্তা, আই থিঙ্ক ইটস ভেরি ডেলিশিয়াস।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এবারে বরিশালের নিশাত আঞ্জুম, চলে আসুন।
কোকোনাট চিকেন, টুইল স্ট্রিম করেছি।
ও উনি স্টাফ চিকেন আর পাশাপাশি শিমস গ্রিল শিমস এই টাইপের কোনো কিছু।
সিক্রেট ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টস যখন কোকোনাট শুনলেন, হোয়াট ওয়াজ গোয়িং থ্রু ইয়োর হেড? কি চিন্তা করছিলেন?
যেহেতু এখানে এসে দেখলাম ক্যাবেজ আছে, তো ক্যাবেজ দিয়ে কেন না একটা রোলাট করে ফেলি, তার জন্য আর কি রোলাটটাই করেছি আমি। ভালো হয়েছে, সিম্পল বাট ভেরি নাইস। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
এবারে ঢাকা থেকে ফারহানা আক্তার নিপা।
স্টিকি রাইস স্টাফড উইথ প্রন কারি। দেখতে ভালো লাগে, ইটস ভেরি গুড।
টেস্ট ওয়াইজ মজা।
একটা ব্লাস্ট টাইপের একটা ইয়ে আসে।
এবারে সিলেটের পার্টিসিপেন্ট রায়হান আহমেদ।
কোকোনাট প্রমোট কোকোনাট রাইস।
কিন্তু প্রনের পোর্শনটা এত কম দেখা যাচ্ছে, মনে হচ্ছে রাইসটাই আপনার মেইন ডিশ।
রাইসে লবণ নাই, কিছু নেই, একদম ফ্ল্যাট রাইস।
প্রনের লবণের পরিমাণ, প্রনের লবণটা একটু বেশি।
একটু না, প্রনে অ্যাকচুয়ালি অনেক বেশি সল্ট।
আরো ভালো রেসিপি আমরা আশা করেছিলাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
উম্মে হানি, দেখা যাক সুযোগের সদ্ব্যবহার কতটা ভালোভাবে আপনি করতে পারেন গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে।
বাটার প্রন উইথ কোকোনাট মিল্ক। হ্যাঁ, আমি পুরো ব্রেসটা করেছি কোকোনাট মিল্ক দিয়ে।
কিন্তু প্রন এইভাবে মেশ হলো কিভাবে? অনেক হিজিবিজি লাগছে, এত কিছু প্রয়োজনই ছিল।
টমেটোটার প্রয়োজনই ছিল না।
আসলে এটা আমি আসলে মানে ওটা দিতে চাইনি, পরে না সময় বেশি পাওয়াতে বোধহয় এরকম করে
কোকোনাটের ফ্লেভারটা নষ্ট করে দিয়েছেন। থ্যাংক ইউ।
$55 minutes আছে। You think you can finish?
Yes, I can.
একটা ব্যান্ডেড লাগবে ভাইয়া।
Only 5 minutes.
দিবা কি বানাচ্ছেন?
আমি বানাচ্ছি প্যালেস্তাইনিয়ান মাশরুম।
55 minutes আছে। You think you can finish?
Yes, I can, inshallah.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
হ্যালো। কি বানাচ্ছেন আজকে?
আমি হচ্ছে কাশ্মীরি পোলাও আর হচ্ছে কোকোনাট দিয়ে হচ্ছে চিকেন কারি।
কোকোনাট কিভাবে ইউজ করেছেন?
আমি হচ্ছে বেসিক্যালি কোকোনাটটা গরম পানি দিয়ে দেন হচ্ছে একটা সুতির কাপড় ছিল, দেন ওটাকে করছি, স্টেইন করে নিছি।
So just the extract.
Yes.
Good luck. Okay, best of luck. একটা ব্যান্ডেড লাগবে ভাইয়া।
ওকে পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 30 মিনিটস বাকি আছে। সো এই সময়ের মধ্যে আপনাদের প্লেটিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে এবং একই সাথে কিচেনটা ক্লিন করতে হবে। আমি অনেককেই দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে প্লেটিং ডান, কিচেন ক্লিন করছেন, সো তারা কিন্তু এগিয়ে রয়েছেন। বাকি পার্টিসিপেন্টসদের এই 30 মিনিটের মধ্যে সবকিছু কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, দেন ফুড টেস্টিং শুরু হবে।
ঠিক আমি সেই 12 বছর আগে ফিরে গেছি আপা।
আচ্ছা।
বিকজ আমি দেখছিলাম যে মানে নার্ভাসনেসের কারণে যে হাত কেটে ফেলেছে, এটা কিন্তু আমারও হয়েছিল, কিন্তু আমি কাউকে বুঝতে দেই নাই। মানে আমার কাছে ওই মুহূর্তে মনে হয়েছে আই হ্যাভ টু শো মাই বেস্ট।
আসলে এই সময়টা সত্যি খুব একটা কি বলবো, সব কিছু একসাথে নার্ভাস হয়ে যায়।
ব্র্যান্ড অডিশনটা তো খুবই ক্রুশাল, বিকজ এটাতেই ডিপেন্ড করছে যে ও আসলে কতদূর যেতে পারে।
গ্র্যান্ড অডিশন থেকে স্টুডিও রাউন্ড, আজকে এখানেই অনেকের ভাগ্য নির্ধারণ হবে কারা আমাদের স্টুডিও রাউন্ডে যাচ্ছে আর কারা এখান থেকে বিদায় নিচ্ছে।
সেটাই,
দিস ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট একটা পার্ট।
শেফ, আমার একটা ব্যাপার জানার আছে, মানে খুব আমি দেখলাম কয়েকজন পার্টিসিপেন্ট কিন্তু হাত কেটে ফেলেছে, এটা কি মানে বেশি এক্সাইটমেন্টে না কি হলো?
হাতটা কেটে ফেলেছে নার্ভাস হওয়ার কারণে,
হ্যাঁ।
বাট আমি দেখলাম তো, নিজে ইন্সপেক্ট করে দেখলাম ইটস আ স্মল কাট, জাস্ট ইনাফ ব্যান্ডেজ রেখে দিলেই এটা ঠিক হয়ে যাবে।
মো কিচেনে দিস ইজ ভেরি কমন, হাত কেটে যাবে, পুড়ে যাবে, ওর মধ্যে দিয়েই কিন্তু এগিয়ে যেতে হবে, সেখানেই তার বিশেষত্ব।
আর এটা একটা প্রতিযোগিতা,
দিস ইজ দ্য
এক্স্যাক্টলি
মেইন চ্যালেঞ্জ।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 5 মিনিট বাকি আছে, অনলি 5 মিনিটস। ওকে পার্টিসিপেন্টস, লাস্ট 10 সেকেন্ডস, আমি কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি। 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and time's up.
Bảy mà đã 2 hôm này rồi à? Có nhỉ? Em căn trường này. 3 hỏa. Tại đấy cũng căn trường phải không? Muốn căn trường ít tiền này đi. Quay vào căn trường này đây. Căn trường này là lửa. Cùng con hỏa ra nhỉ? Can trường hỏa, trường nát sớt thôi. Có đấy. Xong. Nhớ ra của 01 rồi, nhớ ra của 03. Giờ ra cái mảnh giáp nữa để huyết kiếm cái. Có cơ hội nha, có cơ hội ra huyết kiếm. Có cơ hội. Ta tưởng đều hiểu. Ghê. Huyết kiếm. À. Có nghĩ thế. Đéo huyết kiếm. Ôi không. Thứ thủ ta đằng ra. Ra một không? Rồi, nhọt. Dậu không? Mặt. Để đi. Của em một cục nữa. Cùng em. Bên. Một từng đến. Để. Xong với tầm một miệng. Để này có bài tiếp chán nhiên tối đêm sau em cũng sự thật anh đều phải là của mày ở đây chúng tao thì phải chống chạy.
trốn chạy, trốn chạy, trốn chạy, trốn chạy, trốn chạy. Yes, ngày phải làm chuyện là đủ. Giờ ta đánh độ một nhân nhân giúp binh những bài nhạc hay nhất cuộc đời. Cầm ta rằm đâm nhạc tập cuộc lời, chim bạc tiệc cổ tinh và quỷ, ta là thằng duy nhất được mời. Ta xèo đâu. Chàng, anh là mặt trời, được xây ra như chiếc thang. Nhìn thể tập thời, tao không bất kỳ bản chất tao như mỗi thằng khác để ví được lời. 10 cộng. Rồi. Em lên đổ nước mắt. 500 cộng 480 được. Mày cái gì đắt thế? Mình bắt tay không ấy, mình bắt tay không, bắt tay không. Let's go. Season. Chỉ cộng thật chịu. Giờ nội như được không chịu trong đấy rồi chứ đừng nhỏ anh kia có nhiều hơn 50 lượng là với bố 2013 là bạn như máy của chiếc phương là sẽ đổi qua khu cho được con ta vào địa ngục cho biết một trái của khu game cho là bài hit cho fan story tất cả sắp bao đêm và vương dưới đáy đi lên chừng được no xem việc mày chỗ thâu đêm từ cái hồn ánh như cô xem không thì mấy tao tập bọn tu luyện còn chỉ có tôi có được nên tụi mày cứ không tiền tiên ai thằng quỷ và có đạp tao một trời tất nhiên chỉ là trường hợp chúng tao xong một ngày nữa sắp xong tâm nhà dưới đáy tao có thể nào tôi ra rồi tất cả những chuyện trên đây trên cao tao biết tao cũng đang chính tao cũng chia chắn là smile giấc ngủ được hả quay sát nữa Bin House crazy, yeah, she crazy. Anh chịu rồi. Phong. But I'm just sick. Nhìn anh ơi Listen. I'm not casual. I'm what? Đừng nghe đi. Thật ra tôi mất đi rồi đó. Quay lại với ai bây giờ tôi muốn coi được cái chuyện lấp của một cửa đau thứ kia. Lấp mắt đâu. Yeah, baby. Nó chuyện trước right. Nó là vấn đề. Trời trời. Vừa thì mình chán đấy. Bữa cho hát chơi là vấn đề. Yeah. Chơi để chơi thằng huyết áp giờ đất nơi đất lối để cho tao huyết áp tay nhiều vài bình đầu áp vài bình màu đập đập hơn cả chỗ tao việc hy vọng vi phạm dân trí Dragon lâu không sử dụng tiền nhưng mà bác của tao vẫn tục quyền bằng trò chơi âm nhạc mình đã nhất một chơi của một viên đã bắt quả nước rơi tòng tòng trên tầng gác mái mày hát chiêu chiêu á nói quá anh sẽ mày ngồi im cho mày lại trap đây là chuyện phải khác rồi chỉ được cái mắt listening the resting nhỉ xong DDF đến phải vượt đến chi qua AB vượt đến chi rap chậm tôi và style từ tap tận đời nè mưa ơi không trong tay có cái sầu hoa xa mai trong ai trong xa baby trên cao ập tới sẽ là vũ trụ anh biết em là chịu đau anh biết em và đồng hiểu nhau về deadline tự ái